Right, we should be live, should have audio, everything should be working. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Those who are there early, appreciate your time. Okay, so they now reward viewers. I didn't know this about how many Twitch streams you are actually part of. So if anybody hits 10 Twitch streams in a month, let me know, because we could do some sort of bonus scheme where like I could give away like an extra game to you or something along those lines. I have a bunch of codes spare knocking about, so I'm always willing to help those who help me. So yeah, I just noticed that that's a new thing, and that's good. That's positive, right? It gets people in. There's Twitch drops now as well, which is really cool. And of course, YouTube have their reward system, which I don't think is as enticing as Twitch right now, but it definitely is okay on that side. You know, I'm a YouTuber predominantly, so that's what we do. But I think Twitch has more of an interactivity going on overall. I think they're good at, you know, keeping up with the latest trends and enticing people in. That being said, let's get into it. Right, so we've got Ariana and the Elder Codex. That's what it's called. That's what I'm going with. I'm going to jump into the Steam page and have a little look. So we're doing two today. We're doing double bubble. If we can do any more, I will. But I really just want to whip through these two, because Ariana actually is got like a whole nother meaning to it, as in what we're going to be doing in the future. So we're going to be discussing that in just a moment. Okay, cool. We've got some upcoming things that we need to discuss and talk about. Here we go. Okay, let's keep that on screen just for a minute. Right, let's just get the intro done. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Here we are checking out Ariana and the Elder Codex. Now, this is a brand new one by Idea Factory. Now, if you don't know or are familiar with Idea Factory, they are a company responsible for the Neptunia series. So somewhere along the lines, Idea Factory and Idea Factory International have got together and created Ariana Elder Codex, which is a really good name for a game. It's quite cute. It kind of looks enticing for just females and males to have a good time with this one. So it's kind of got platforming elements. It's kind of got sort of roguelike elements. It's got some shooting elements. It's got a lot thrown in here just in small little doses, which I like the sound of. Ariana must restore the codices and unravel the library's hidden truth. Now, it's very positive reviews on launch. It's a $20 game on sale right now if you buy it early, but in a week's time it's going to be a $25 game. It's a single player, Steam achievements, Steam cloud saving, trading cards, accessibility features, Xbox, PlayStation, and of course controller support across the board. It's deck playable, of course, and has almost been deck verified, but we're waiting for that to happen. All of the Neptunia series is now deck verified as well, which means Linux compatible, of course. So there is a demo available right now. You can go try it for yourself. Don't take my review or words for it, but we are going to be jumping in today and checking it out from an honest standpoint from a general gamer like yourself. Let's have a look at what key features we've got. So it says venture through, sorry, my voice. It says venture into the Seven Hero Codices as Ariana, defeating enemies to earn new magic spells and abilities that grant access to previously unreachable areas, restore repair points by taking on platforming and combat challenges, put your abilities to the test, clear repair points as quickly as possible for permanent HP boosts. That all very much sounds like Metrovania style gameplay to me, but I am unsure as I'm not tested it quite just yet. 16 gig RAM, it's i7 or an i5. No, i7 or an AMD Ryzen 5. We've got 3060 recommended on this one, boys, which is the most commonly used hardware, by the way. So a 3060 is the most commonly used graphics card right now with 8 gig RAM on it, which there is, you know, because there's a shortage of 12 gig RAM 3060s at the moment. And I think AM5? Might be AM4. I think AM4 is the most used CPU, and I believe 16 gig RAM to be the industry standard right now for consumers. So that's what really games should be aiming for at a bare minimum. You know, they don't have to be their maximum, but bare minimum so everybody can play. That all being said, let's just jump into Ariana and see how it goes. Right, so I've done the options. I've set it to maximum settings. There's very little options. There's not actually much to mess with in there at present. We'll go for normal difficulty and we'll check it out. But yeah, girl power game by the look of it, and in a Metrovania style. But I'm all for that if they do it right.
One person bestowed magic to humanity.
Bestowed? I've got too many buttons done up. I had my electrician in, so I didn't want to show too much chest. You might have got the wrong impression.
She granted humans the 4 elemental codices.
Right, I'll probably turn it up for you guys.
That send magic leaping. And a magic pen that empowered people to create more of these brilliant books. After learning about the existence and concept of magical power, humanity authored many codices using that pen.
So codices is the word. I have dyslexia, so I said codices, I think, but I'm not really sure why I pronounced it, but it's codices.
Equal to the 4 elementals. These 7 books are called the Seven Hero Codices, and the facility that manages and repairs all of these books.
Okay, 7 books, 1 ring. Let's jump in. Not more story. They do love a story. Not another one. If there's another one, I'm going to have a moan. No, we're in. Cool. Now, something I will say about Neptunia series, it was always story heavy. But as time went on, they kind of sort of took away from that, went a little bit more arcadey, and it got a little bit better. But the story obviously suffered. The story was no longer as engaging because there was less of it. Now, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I like very quick games. I don't really like to be told too much too soon. But as I go, I like to progress and unlock the story as we go. I'm hoping this game follows that trend rather than trying to shove too much down our neck. There was 2 intros there. I skipped the second one. I've lost interest. 7 books, 1 bird. Let's go. Can I say bird? 1 woman. Let's go. Okay, so we've got move left and right, of course. It's looking very pretty. This is a very pretty game. Is it coming across stream as pretty? Yeah, it's looking very bright, very vibrant. We have dash move. We've got zoom in. This is gorgeous. Codex of water is our first move. Okay. Animations are nice. Running smooth. 60 frames locked. V-Sync is on. Hold the right button to dash. Oh, she's sensing something. Spidey sense is on. Okay, so we've got page tearing behind us. I've not seen that before. Now we can't return. X to do weapon attack. Magic. Wow, okay. That feels good. Can we get up here and do it? I'm sure that's going to... We can't duck, so I'm sure that's just going to hit a lower enemy. There you go. Feels good. So far, so good. This reminds me a little bit of the DNA from Neptunia RPG, which we are featuring on the channel in just a couple of weeks. They actually sent us the entire library that they've created up to date. There's about 1 or 2 I'm missing, but I'm not fussed because, you know, we're going to go through the whole Neptunia series and test this out. So Ariana is like the beginning of the Neptunia RPG playthroughs. So it's really just a review to see how the latest game in the series looks. And then we're going back and playing them all from start to finish. Spidey sense is tingling. So we're going to do dash move through these. Nice. So it's almost like a counter, but well timed, you'll stun the enemy. And it's got a nice gap in it as well. You know, I was late on the first one, early on the second one, but still we hit the stun move. So you do have a little bit of a breather room now. I don't think it's going to be too challenging, but I imagine that they're going to ramp up the challenges as the game goes on towards the middle to end game. Aye aye. Okay, we've got air combos and she floats, which feels really good. You can't do it without attacking, which is also a good idea. Stops you breaking a game, getting places where you shouldn't get. Cover magic.
That's better.
Ooh. Hang on, so let me see my bars. So we've got 100 out of 100 health. We haven't taken any damage. We've got right trigger, which changes what we can do with Y. We've got Hadouken, but we've got sprinkles and sparkles. We've also got X and B, of course.
That's better.
I'm trying to see what that's recharged. I'm assuming it's the flower. Huh. Inspect. So this is the Codex's weld with a great amount of magic and magic power residing within them. Is it Codices? What is it? I can't remember what the word is. I wish they wouldn't use words that dyslexic people don't understand. Contain the whole world in each book. Only selected few talented librarians are capable of entering these worlds. So I assume we're a librarian, which is a very weird choice. I mean, I've never met a librarian that looks like this. Go through the floor. So down an A. Drop it like it's hot. Basic gameplay mechanics here. We're going back to retro days. It feels retro, but it looks modern. Very special visuals happening right here. We can repair the tear in the book. So basically, I'm liking this. I think this is like a Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe style sort of idea with 2.5D side-scrolling action. There we go. Beat those two. Going for this guy. If you hit them with a fire, you make sure they're done, right? Okay, so defeating those enemies, we then repair the book. You love it already? One for you? I'll have to get myself a second copy and send you one. Oh, here we go. So the repair of the book's complete. The book is now 5%. So it is like a Metrovania in a way, because we could have gone down further back. So if I return, where we dropped through platforms, there was actually a ladder we could go down, which I never did. So now it's kind of coming into that Metrovania thing. But I think it's more like, at the moment, it feels just like a platform with some hidden areas.
Not bad.
Shiny things. We always like shiny things. We turn the page for each stage. I love that. I think that is such a good idea. I'm not sure if it's the first time I've ever seen it, but it's definitely not ringing any bells of any other games that used teleporting into a book to fix the book's story or fix the book's condition. There was a PS3 game, which I'll put up now, that really does resonate with the whole book telling, story librarian style gameplay. And it was great, but it doesn't have this appeal. It wasn't so action orientated. It was more of a storytelling that you went through. It was giving you like a lot of plot as you went, and it was definitely more like a Persona or like a classic RPG. This doesn't feel like an RPG at all. It has RPG elements, but it feels just like a retro platformer, which is why I'm having such a great time, They don't seem to have spoiled it either. She's not talking too much. There's not too much story heavy information being thrown at the player. It's going quite nice. Big sis, what about your dinner? Oh, I'm fine. I'm gonna eat yours. What about your dinner? She said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna eat yours. Be careful yourself. Save yourself. She really doesn't seem to be feeling well. ever since that day when we ran. What do I do? I'm pretty sure her favourite flower. Right, so it looks like she's not feeling well. We're going to go pick her a flower and we're going to give her our dinner as and when she feels hungry. The story moved quick. That was actually quite quick to try and read those captions. They're moving pretty sharpish. I'm not skipping them in any way. Right, so we just repaired that. We've got a bit of story, so there wasn't a fight scene every time you do a repair, which I was kind of expecting. It's really nice. It's got like a Final Fantasy sound effects to it. It's got a really cool tune just playing in the background, you know, low key. And the sound effects are just like blibs and blobs. I really like them. They're not intrusive in any way. The game's not making me dislike anything about it. So we've now got our, essentially the sister's house is where we're going to do upgrades. So we can save our game, we can equip magic, and we can enhance magic. We can, yeah, so equip magic and equipped items. So let's just go ahead and equip whatever we have here. Seems like we can equip all of these, so why not? We've got a decent ring, and which gives us, hang on, let's have a look what it does. So we've got increased power of healing magic by 15% bonus, and we've got reduced spell cooldown, so the ability to use that health is actually now 15% quicker as well. That's two very big upgrades already. And we can change our abilities. So if you don't fancy the fire, the healing, or the sword, you can change them out for something else. And you can see here we've got the Hadouken that can be set as a permanent or a switchable. So being that it's switchable, I'm just going to leave it be. We'll go save. Very quick save there. And again, because it's Linux compatible and deck compatible, we can revisit this game at any time we want. So we'll probably come back. We'll probably come back for a mid and maybe a end game with this one. If I'm still having a great time by the time, if I'm still having a great time at mid game, I'll bring it back for sure. Whilst dashing in the air, okay, we've got air dash. Let me just make sure I've got that down. So A and A. Oh, that's not it. Dash jump. So maybe dash then jump. And my jump is about the same length. I'm not really getting now. I'm losing a lot of health, but I can't really see what they're saying. Whilst dashing, dash jump. Just says press A. I think what it means is to dash then jump, but it doesn't really seem that I go very far.
Just a short break.
You get full health there, so that's why I went back. Yes, I'm not really sure what they're saying there. So whilst dashing, dash jump. Like I'm hitting A and dash jump. And yeah, it's still cut short. Tutorial. Let's see what it's saying here. So monsters with elemental colors have high stamina. Strategies. Use magic combo to stun the enemy. Okay, nothing basic. Pretty basic. Nothing new there. I'm really curious about this dash jump. I'm jumping and pressing dash. I can dash on the floor. I guess the dash jump does go a bit higher. Like that's the standard jump, right? I hit that tree there. If I dash jump, no, it doesn't. Allowing you to jump further. Okay, we landed at the book there. Let me just do a standard jump. Yeah, okay, so that's what it is. If you want to go 2 feet further, you can just dash jump it, right? So dash jump. Ooh, let's do it from here. Dash jump does allow you to travel a bit further, and you can be a little bit earlier with it as well. But you have to be very specific with the dash timing. Otherwise you end up with a normal jump. Yeah, it kind of works. I'm not a lover of that mechanic. It doesn't feel proper. And an air dash would be so much better. You know, allow me to press dash in the air and then I just zip across. It's going to be like, give me twice the dash length if I'm in the air. That would be a better mechanic to have. Then you guaranteed and know that you're doing it. The dash jump doesn't really feel like you're doing it. It just, it doesn't seem to work for me. I don't know, like, it's kind of okay. It does send you a little bit further, but it doesn't feel significant or flashy enough compared to the rest of the game. A child climbed up all the way by herself, so I'm sure we can do that as well. And we can also go straight and fix this. Let's go. They want some? I've got some.
I wonder what's next.
Like, if there's an enemy over the gap, you go way further anyway. You can turn in the air to do combos the opposite way, which is cool. Directional attacks. Yeah. Oh. I love her art style. She's like 3D, basic 3D, but then with this like cel shaded art style over the top, which just makes her pop. If you look at the tree behind me and the grass, they're sort of two separate beasts, you know. They're painted on, they're not animated, but then the foreground is actually animated bushes. So it does feel like a sort of really fancy painting with animated creatures and background elements and foreground elements. It just feels really like you're playing something new, but it's not. It's the basic tropes that you're used to in the retro landscape. Okay, so let's try dashing up there. We're not going to make it, so we'll go back and we'll climb the ladder. We'll take the little girl's route. I think it's getting faster paced as we go as well. I'm feeling a little bit more confident, and I'm doing a little bit more to counter and get combos that I wouldn't ordinarily do. Okay, no full damage. The fire actually interrupts and it goes further than your basic attack, so it's actually worth using when you see them powering up. Just use a fire to try and block their attack. I love the fact it does a triple damage as well. The game definitely starts off the tutorial when you're OP. I don't think the rest of the game is going to go this smooth. Okay, free health buffs. I like the sound of that. What's this all about? Okay, we can't interact. Lotus Flower Challenge. First boss looking good. See what he's capable of. We've got the Hadouken, of course. Very little range. Okay, this guy's going down like a clown. We haven't actually taken any damage yet. Big damage. And down. Now for the finish move, it would have been cool once he was like on his knees that we sort of finished him off with something. Even if it was like you get a book out and do like a script jar and then throw it at him, or throw some music notes at him. Something strange, you know, to finish him off. Him just going down on his knees and then being out was a little bit of an anticlimax. But yeah, pretty easy, pretty simple. Boss is nice. Looked great, of course. That's something you can say about the Neptunia series, is they always have really banging visuals and art styles. She can come dangerous nosebleed through. What caused that? Okay, they're losing me with the story because they're going on about two little girls that we have no reference to or understand what is going on at this point. We had a little girl who was ill, we had a little girl who went out to find a flower to make her sister feel a bit better, and that's about it. She got a random nosebleed. I mean, it's very, if you told that to someone, it's a very weak story we're starting off with here. Let's hope it gets a bit more deep and a bit more meaningful, given the character that we're playing has something to be doing other than fixing a book. And to be painfully honest, I don't think the game actually needs a story. I'm quite happy just running around in a beautiful set piece platformer world playing this game. I'm not bothered that there's not much story here. I'm not bothered if they want to tell me a bunch of stuff either. I'm quite happy to learn it, but I'm not overly fussed if it exists. There you go, so you can throw the fire at them, stun them, and then go in with a combo. They're kind of weak enemies, so they're just going down pretty simple right now. Got a level up, that's interesting. Very little need to sort of use heal up or, regains. I see it. So we're basically just chasing the ghost at the moment. Poison Lake, let's go. I'm not sure if these are necessary to, finish, or whether you're going to get a good ending or anything like that. It seems like you don't have to fix the book. They're just like mini challenges inside. If you think along the lines of Devil May Cry, you'll sort of get the idea that Devil May Cry was a main game with combat and then had its own challenges set inside that game that you could either win or lose to get extra upgrades and buffs. There we go, we've got ourselves another feather. Codex is 25% now. Whoa, it's got behind me. Okay, we're going back on ourselves, so we want to rock forward now. What I'm thinking is when you repair the book fully, that's when you get the full story. I think you get glimpses of the story as you play, and if that's the way they've done it, I'm going to be fully back in this game behind it, because that's a really great idea. I don't know if I just had that idea, whether it is actually a thing, but as I repair the book, we should get a full story at the end of every 100% completion that fills in the gaps. Why are we following these ghosts? Why are they ghosts? All of those questions answered. I find it really weird that there's this one flower here. Sup, Shanus? How you doing, Phoenix?
That's better.
Down we go. Just testing new games as usual, my friends. How goes it with yourself? Can we break this rock or do we go through? Oh, not Mario Brothers then. Okay, we need some sort of ability to get through there, I think. We'll come back. Monster hiding alterations. Okay, so we're going to come across some hiding monsters now. There we go, we've got one now. I'll just hit him with a fire. Knock him off the edge. Done. Phoenix GNU. Why do I know that? Why is that familiar? Are you from the Linux community? Have we spoke before? Right, here we go.
All right, let's go.
I'm just going to pause them from their attack. Big damage, going for the jump move. Get this guy. I paused him, he's fallen, and that was game over. Well quick. Oh, hello. I'm completely muffed that. We could have gone all the way across. Ah, we played AOV, that's it. AOV's legendary, bro. You still playing that? How are you getting on with that? I dropped out because the emulator no longer works. Wow, that's a blast from the past. I hope you're doing okay, my friend. AOV was great. I don't know if you've found this, but AOV at the moment is very much going down the empowered female route. I'm not really liking the season passes, and I'm not really getting the sort of loot I want to buy into the game at the moment. So I'm hoping they kind of do, a little bit of a man-loving summer. Give the bros something to do during the summer. I'm not really feeling, the female skins, because next to playing as obviously my main, I don't I think her name is Kratria. I can't remember her name now. You know who I mean though, the water goddess. She was my main. I have good skins for her already, so she doesn't really attract me to go back in. Nice, man, done. I feel like these should come to you. All of these crystals, I hope there's an ability that brings them all to us. So no matter whether I knock them off of an edge or not, I still get the crystals. Because keep going back and having to wait for the enemy to die and then grab the crystals is a little bit of a chore. Okay, we're into that Metrovania style where we're backtracking at the moment. Oh, missed him. Strong magic remnants, sweet. Poison Lake, we've already done that one. Look, it's cool that you can redo them. Or have we? Is there 2 to that? Have a look. We're at 25% repaired right now.
I wonder what's next.
Nice. Finished. It does give me another reward. We've got A at 48. Yeah, it does. 30% now. So you can just keep redoing the same ones. Going to go back to the bench for the upgrades and see if we've unlocked anything new. I'll tell you something that's doing very well. Although the tutorial is keeping the gameplay at a nice pace and very sort of calm and easy to get through, it does make you feel like a bit of a boss. It's doing that very well. So we've still got the same amount of items and we still have the same amount of abilities, but... And there is no... Yeah, there is... Oh, there you go. You can switch it to power. That's a nice touch. It gives you different stats. But there is no upgrades at the moment, so it's just what we've done. We'll go ahead and save. Into the house. See what's happening. Okay, new story plot. Big sis, I'm home. Where did you go? I got you a flower. That's where she went. The lotus flower. Because you've been really down. Mum liked these flowers too. Mum liked, so Mum's not about anymore. That's just 2 sisters looking after each other. Okey-doke. Cough, cough. I feel kind of dizzy. Uh-oh, it's about to go off. I hope she doesn't lose her sister and then it turns out to be us who lost our family. What's happening to me? I'm losing everything. Pitiful child of man sinking into the depths. Who there? Woman's voice. I am the one. Are you the goddess? Please save my younger sister. She is already gone. Resurrecting. Oh, okay. I'll pay any price as long as she comes back to me. There's not even a price. To save one life, you must sacrifice another. Giving away your life is no... Oh, so you have to... It can only be an offering of somebody else's life to bring somebody back. Imagine how mad the world would be if that was a thing. If you could bring your mum back healthy and ready to go at like, let's say 30, 40 years old again, but you had to sacrifice somebody you knew or somebody random. Imagine how mental the world would be right now. That would cause chaos daily. Or every minute of the day there would be chaos. 35%. Okay, we're flying through this. Right, Holy Spring Goddess 2, Selfishness. One day, people from the outside of the forest appeared. They desired to study trees that grew within those woods. If you cut them down and sell us the forest trees, we'll buy them from you at a high price. They offered promising the forest residents great profits, originally cutting down more of the forest trees than was needed. So basically greed, selfishness, I get it. So that was a statement from somebody from back in the day who then decided to cut down the forest and sell that wood. So we're sort of now going into part 2 of the story. Sister unfortunately got oofed, and we've got one sister wanting her back as, you know, any means necessary. So she's been given a deal. The goddess said, you know, go sacrifice someone and I'll bring your sister back. So we'll see how the plot progresses. It could get quite dark, I think, from here. Can we progress further? I don't know. I keep clicking on this and going to the forest. I wonder if we can go to the right. Oh, we can. Ooh, okay. So this is a new area. Path to the springs. Yeah, so it's definitely Metrovania-like, but on a very basic scale. Red-eyed monsters. Monsters with red eyes are significantly stronger. Okay, so a tougher enemy. It says you can launch the enemy with up and attack. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting some custom combos going. So far, I've just been air attacking enemies that already have wings. Once you get them all on the floor, whop them up, big damage. Well, I guess once we unlock the ability to go through those rocks that are on ground level, we have to go back through those same areas again to explore and see what was hidden below. So again, that Metrovania comes in again there. So again now, so we're going to be constantly backtracking forward and back. These are teleportation stations. You can save at any point. You'll respawn now if you switch the game off and come back later. So you can essentially put yourself in a good position at the end of your play session to come back and have somewhere where you can remember and pick up from, which ain't a bad way to do it. I'm not seeing, let's go into select. So I'm seeing a map that's kind of basic. Again, the whole game is laid out basic, so you can't really get lost. Here's the area we've explored already, and it does give you where the tears in the story are. So we still have a tear of the poison lake that can be redone, and we also have something hidden, which is below the rocks, like I said. So then we've also got another hidden rock area in the middle there. I love the fact it's kind of pointing these out so they're not overly hard to find. You're not going to be back and forth. You're going to actually be able to just say, I want to go there today. That's where I'm going, which I love. The fact that you can just put the game on and just crack on each time you get home from work, school, college. You're just going to be able to jump in and do a little bit of action and progress your story. So these are the librarian feathers we've been collecting. We're level 5, and I think that's basically what they are. They just level us up as we go. We have magic items, we have our items, and then we've got our inventory, which are key items, things we've been picking up that will progress the story and we can use at special times. Then you've got your options, of course. So yeah, you're not really, it's a shame because you don't have a skill tree. I feel like a skill tree would have given this game a little bit more depth, but then we've seen skill trees over and over again, so it doesn't really matter that it doesn't have one. It's still going to level up at around the right pace, you know, as if you were picking up XP, and it's still going to give you abilities when it feels you are worthy of those abilities via progression. But it still kind of works anyway, you know, it's just a different way of doing a Metrovania to what we used to. Are you sure you truly agree to this? I guess only regret will tell. So she's going to do it, and she's going to see if she regrets it. I don't know who she's going to off, though. It doesn't say who she's going to oof. Did the goddess... I have to perform repair codec. Okay. We don't know the outcome of that conversation unless we repair the story. They shut down Dragonborn on the 27th. Yeah, I've played that a couple times lately. Have you seen? I don't know if I'm a friend with you on Steam or not. I have jumped in and had a couple goes. I'm going to miss it. I mean, it's a good game, right? It's not awful. Hello, we've got the goddess battle already. We've got some tree arms. I like that. Okay, so repairing the codex. I can't overlook this. I must finish this repair. Okay, she's got Hadoukens. Do some. They're quite random. They're not actually fired at me, so we might be able to go in and do some combo damage. I'm just thinking dash each side when she fires. There you go. Oh, she's gone Super Saiyan. Let's go. Ooh. We can hit these and get rid of them. Okay, good stuff. We'll get rid of those now, because that'll actually make it a little bit harder to dodge her attacks. Good. I love her patterns, are pretty basic. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. Ooh, what's happening? I think we've got the final hit in. The animations of the bosses being defeated are kind of anticlimactic so far. That's the second one. And they both suck. They have both sucked so far, which... Oh, come on. Oh my geez, really? Oh. We overdid it there. Why are they shutting it down? Dragonborn. I don't know the reasons. I can look it up for you. Let's have a look. Dragonborn. Shut down. Have a look what the date is. After losing all of its players. So this is Dark and Darker. So Dark and Darker rival to Dragonborn is also shutting down, which again is the one I play more. Dark and Darker is shutting down due to lack of players and a lack of interest. But I would assume that, you know, Dragonborn is going to be the same. Here we go. Dragonborn, the game that once threatened to steal Dark and Darker's crowd. We really never had any. I mean, that's a silly statement. So Dragonborn was apparently going to steal the players from a game that never had any players. So they're both shutting down because both have failed to garner any sort of audience, or at least anyone who's going to be sticking around, which is a shame, because I actually like Dark and Darker. I thought it was a slow-paced game, and I think it started the player too slow. You didn't get enough rewards for your time.
Who are you?
The hairdryer going past. Gone. You didn't get enough rewards for your time, and you didn't get enough. The progression was not fast enough, in my opinion. It was very slow paced. So I think that's what happened to Dark and Darker on my side. That's how I took it. It was a bit of a grind, you know, and they wanted you to level up like 4 characters overall. I just went into it. I think it was too niche and too hardcore. That's it. That's exactly it. It was for a very niche audience, and therefore they, you know, if you garner for a niche audience, you've got to rely on that niche audience always being around to play your game. That's not the case. People have lives. People have things to do. So you need to really include the masses, even if it has niche mechanics, you know.
You can help me?
A hard line to walk, really, with video game development. It's a shame that both those companies don't put both their games together and make one ultimate game and then release that with a lot more accessibility to the general player and general public as a free-to-play game with a season pass, and then bust that out like a Dragonborn had a baby with Dark and Darker. This is what comes of it, and then you can put that out there. Both companies are now making no money, where both companies could join forces and make a bunch of money. the best bits from each one.
Not bad. Got it.
Okay, we're going to repair the hull.
Librarian Ariana command you. Repair this story.
You're getting a voice. That's nice. There we go. So she uses her abilities from the other hulls or challenges to repair the bigger hull, which gives us 85% now. Happy days. Codex of Water regained. We're currently using fire abilities, so I'm sort of curious whether we're actually going to get water abilities now.
Who lost everything and she lost herself and held
What did I say? If they bring in the full story, they got it. They got me. Because now I have a reason to play. Every time I'm repairing the book, I know I'm going to get the full story at the end.
Younger sister's care shone light on the darkness of her heart, and her shell was close to breaking.
It just always skips, so I'm going to leave it playing for you guys.
Twist of fate, however, the younger sister's light was snuffed out when she fell to poison. The older sister, deprived of her light, searched for salvation from a deity. Her prayer was heard by the goddess, and the older sister traded her own life to save her younger sister. Moved by the older sister's love, the goddess transformed into a great healing tree. And so the world was filled with the power of a new element. A devoted heart gives itself away selflessly, always sacrificing. Thus goes the story of the magic of water and one of the 7 Hero Codices.
To be honest, it didn't tell us much more than we already knew, but it did it in a really nicely presented way. It has these cool sort of, what's that thing called again? Square Enix. What's the one with Square Enix and it has Donald Duck in it? What is that called with the universes? I can't think of the title of it off the top of my head now for some reason. It's just gone. It does it in that presenting style. Someone will know what it is. Got Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, but also the Final Fantasy characters. Who's this suave looking mofo?
I apologize.
Is something wrong? Are you injured?
No, I'm fine. I finished repairs successfully.
Kingdom Hearts, that's the one. Thank you for that. Yes, it does it in a Kingdom Hearts style. And the story's really, really nice. Like, the voice acting's not like the best, but it's not awful. It's actually good. It's nice to listen to. I am impressed with the fact that we're going to like traditional anime to tell our story in this. I think this could be a Neptunia beta. If Neptunia, I haven't played the latest Neptunia, but they kind of lost their way mid-level. They just started getting really annoying, really squeaky. They talk too much. This is great. I like this. I could play this. Do you know what I mean? This is a game for dudes and birds and bros and hoes. It's going to be awesome for everyone.
Yeah, but this time it's more like the Codex.
Now, I do think the price tag is a little high at $20. I think it's a good asking price for a game this polished. It's got no running issues, no glitches, no bugs. It's got great voice acting, great visuals. I think $20 is about right. But at the same time, if you really wanted to garner a big audience out the gate, maybe $15, $10 on an early access sale, and then up it to 20 later on, you know. That's the only issue, is the price is slightly high for a experience you probably had before, right?
My lady, you seem weary. I'm completely wiped out for the day.
Character designs are good though. They're not awful. They're likable characters. That suave motherfudger a minute ago was pretty legit.
Thank you, Vester.
Kingdom Hearts. Thank you, Phoenix and Bubs, for the Kingdom Hearts recommendations there.
No, that isn't true. The staff of the library all care about you.
I really think you're the only one who treats me so nicely. No, you definitely are.
Goodness, you truly must be exhausted to say such a thing. Now, please enjoy your meal before it gets cold.
Thanks. What did you cook today? Just
Soup.
soup?
I I apologize, my lady.
I mean, a woman with a waist that
Ever
thin,
since magic vanished,
definitely
it
living
has
off
affected
tomato
even
soup.
the So
You don't need
That's girdle right there, isn't it? That's them old school harnesses they used to put 60s women in.
This is really delicious. Thanks for all your help, Vester.
Nice.
my lady. Oh, that's
But we
right.
haven't explained who
If
Hester
there's
is,
ever a time you
or
can't
Vesta.
withstand your hunger,
Auntie
please don't
Festa.
hesitate to inform
We
me.
haven't explained who she is yet.
I
We've
shall
just kind of
provide
got
you
this
food,
like
even if
kind,
I must convince
you
the
know,
staff.
soup-giving woman right now.
I'll be fine. I'm too tired to have an
I'm wondering if
appetite.
she's like,
And
you
even
know,
if
like
I
an
were
orphanage,
hungry,
that
I
sort
could
of.
be patient.
We can't have that. You are the only magic user in the world who can enter codices, my lady.
You are the one,
Nobody-
Neo.
That may be true, but I'm sure the other librarians.
I think she's like a
are
head
too.
librarian, i.e. an elder, an
You must
advice
admit,
giver.
Even if you were to
Gluttonous?
Okay, so we're the only one who can do what we do. Enter woman free.
Well, you seem to be full of energy.
Davina.
Hey, Davina, could you at least knock?
Davina, don't knock. Come on now, she got attitude.
Anyway, it seems you succeeded in repairing the Codex of Water. I must commend you.
Thank you very much.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Did you just praise me?
I did.
The sharp-tongued and cold Davina?
I'd appreciate you not giving me strange descriptors.
So, you know, stereotypes. She's mixed race and she's a little bit sharp-tongued with a small temper. Fair dues.
Don't.
I'm bored of this now. Let's move on.
It really is.
Sprinkles and sparkles. We got a new book.
What's that? I can't say.
So Davina's come in just to give me more work, I think. Oh yeah.
You're right.
I appreciate this. This feels like Guild Wars 2. They have like the animated cutscenes in the middle, and then at the sides they have the artwork and cool drawings, broad designs, which I think is good. You see in both sides of the character and possibly what they could look like on paper and 3D.
Though,
Yes, because there's
Let's
no.
spawn an anime, I reckon, from this.
yes,
Thanks for worrying about me.
of course.
Okay, so they do like each other. She's not all venomous, this one. She's quite cool. Happy days. I need to get comfy and pour myself a new drink. Oh. Have you been playing any more Arena of Valor, or you give up on that yourself? I do jump in now and again, you know, I do check out the season passes, I do have a look, I just can't seem to get excited for any of them, you know? They've been really dull, sort of dry bread for like the last 6 months. The game still bangs, you know, I just haven't had a need to play it because there's nothing I want to grind for. Laboratory map. Nah, the game is dead in the EU, bro. For real, I'd still play it. Alright, we'll save our game because I don't want to listen to all that waffle again, although it was actually okay, it wasn't too bad, which for these games, you know, like we're going back and playing Neptunia series, I'm going to have moments where I actually cringe at the dialogue, but if you can understand the dialogue, that's an achievement in itself. Neptunia has some really deep game mechanic geeky stuff in it that you just don't really get until you're deep in it, and it takes a long time to go through them conversations and kind of pick out the key information. I wish the Neptunia would like go back and rewrite those stories so that they're a little bit more accessible to new players. Right, so we've got the library map now, so we can run around this area as well. Personal bookshelf.
What to do?
That just helps and hints and tips. This is events. Okay, so we're just going to move on. Unless you guys want to change game. I mean, we can change game to our second one, which is Striving Light. Oh, but if you want to see more of this one, I don't want to spoil it for too many people. Private room. Okay, let's move on. Now we have the Janitor May.
Thank you.
She's like, have you got your hall pass? Are you allowed out? F.U. Jenner. Mysterious pen. Oh. See what this is all about. This is the Hall of Books right here. Each one has a different difficulty level. Interesting. There's a bunch of them as well. This one's actually really difficult. So we're talking, what, difficulty 2 of Earth. Let's see if we can do that. Wow, okay, so 0% complete. Okay, this is a cool mechanic. So I can do any of the books at my own pace, at my own difficulty, whenever I feel like it. I wasn't expecting that. So basically you're repairing these books, right? That's the story. You're the only one who's able to go into the story itself and repair it. And the fact we can repair it in our own time gives a lot of freedom to the player to pick and choose what environment you feel like, what enemies you decide to want to do, how much challenge you want. I like that system. That's really cool. Yeah, boys. Again, it kind of feels a little bit like Kingdom Hearts, right? Where you can pick what planet you want to go to. But even in the original of that, I think you could only pick 2 planets. You had like A and B planet, and then once you defeated one of those, it would open up another planet. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. I am going back to PS2 days though. Right, this is as far as I need to be escorted. Good, let's roll. Yeah, this game's gorgeous. It's just really high def. It's simple but effective. There's a lot of bots. If you rank higher, you have to wait like 10 minutes a game, and then you play against demons. Yeah, I mean, back when I played, it was heaving with EU server, but not so much EU players. We used to mingle, right? Most of them servers were separate because of the ping, but you could just jump into another server just by switching it out. I'm not sure that's how they still do it anymore. I think it possibly, like you say, if it's dead on the EU side, I don't know if I'm deep. When it comes to gaming, I kind of consider myself like I know a little bit about everything. But when it comes to knowing a lot about one game, so like Destiny 2, I don't know a lot about Destiny 2. I don't know the lore. I'm not going to tell you this, that, and the other about it. All I'm going to do is take it from a gamer's perspective of how Destiny 2 felt for me. Now, when it comes to Arena of Valor, I did the same, but I felt I knew a lot about that game because I actually cared a lot about the characters I was playing as. I cared a lot about the lore and the history. But now, it's like I've been out of it so long that I can see why the general gamer wouldn't pick up Arena of Valor. It's very much a time burner. It's very much a money burner too. Like, to get the stuff you want in that game and to actually enjoy it, I do think you need a season pass, and I do think you need some custom skins to make yourself feel a little bit different from the rest of the map. And if you're just fighting bots, I mean, as AI as the bots as good as the AI bots could be, that's not really going to give you the same experience as playing some sweaty players. You know, some people do some random stuff online, and losing that takes something away from the game. You need the human interaction. But still, I guess if you've got a good 2-3 friends and you go ham on it, I guess you could still have some fun. Gonna get rid of this mage at the top here because he seems to be doing creep damage, which I don't like. There you go, he's off. This guy's just invulnerable to Hadoukens. Okay, the fire is useful, so is the dodge. Any strong enemy I've come across so far, or at least has any sort of clue, just use the dash left and right and you'll be fine. Oh yeah, I'm never going to hit that from there, so we're going to have to jump her. I want my loot. I want my loot. caused a rip.
Not bad.
I'll take the damage just to get the loot. We've got a heal, of course. Ka-chow. I like the heal because it heals over time as well. It's not just one hit wonder.
I wonder what's next.
I'm going to go for the guy at the top first. Now I'm going to go across the line at the bottom. Try and combo them all up. Okay, nice. Ooh, that was dirty. I do feel like a lot of these enemies don't really stand a chance against you. I know it's only a 2 difficulty. I'm going to try a 4 difficulty after this as well. Because I am curious how hard the difficulties actually are at 4. Because it doesn't seem that difficult at 2. It might jump dramatically, we'll see. That's the first 4%. Again, she's a really great character. I would play this character in any game they're going to put out.
That's better.
Likeable, her voice isn't annoying, it's low key, it's not all up in your face, big disgrace. She's doing okay. As far as characters go and character building, she's likeable. China's AOV is called Honor of Kings and is still one of the biggest mobile games of all time. Yeah, it's a shame they do that, you know, different names in different countries and whatnot. I do like the name Arena of Valor, to be fair. I think it's a good choice. Yeah, let's drop this down. It's the world's most lucrative mobile game in 2020. Yeah, it did. Again, that's when we were playing it, right? 2020, 2022, 2023. Okay, I've knocked all of them off. I don't know where I'm going now. Get wrecked. Happy days. Even at level 2, I'm having fun. This is a fun button bashing game, right? The combos are awesome. Gameplay's nice and calm. Ooh, drop yourself down a hole. Burn. The mage is the filthiest guy so far because he stays back. He sneaky attacks. Okay, let's go into this one. That's great though. That is great that they have hit that sort of marker. And I think as well, if they could just get the EU servers back on track somehow. Again, I have no idea how they're going to do that. I think they've just leaned too much into the feminist side. I think they've leaned into the simping sort of category too much. You've got too many skins that are not cool, and you've got too many skins that are catering to a soft nature rather than a hard nature. And I think if you want the bros back, you want the EU player base back, then you've got to go hard or go home at this point. I don't think many games like or do well when they feminize their characters, even the male characters. You don't want like real pretty boys going into battle, you know? And they sort of had skins that would really feminize the male characters. And I played as a female in that game because she was the best character, not because she was male or female. But the point is, if you're going to get the average gamer in and get them to take notice, you're going to need to bring something that they're looking forward to. Like Call of Duty Black Ops, for instance, does it very well. The Call of Duty Black Ops Mobile does it very well. They're very good at giving like really awesome skins for guys and really cool feminized skins for women's. And then you've got that in-between group that still like to play either or. And I think they just cater to everyone. And when you cater to everyone, you have a win. Call of Duty Mobile is doing very well, always has done very well. Unfortunately, the Call of Duty PC release and subsequent console release absolutely blew chunks. I don't know what Call of Duty 7 was doing, but I didn't even take a look at that one. Ooh, okay, we've got shiny things that I cannot reach. So let's try and boost jump. That's not going to work for us. We don't have double jump yet. So there's another inkling that we're going to get a new ability soon. Ooh, that's a boost jump all day long. Look how much health this guy has. He's absolutely redunculous.
That's better.
Fireball to your back, Jack.
That's better.
Even though it's 2 stars, even though it's not that difficult, I'm still taking more damage than we did on the tutorial stage, of course. And I'm seeing a significant use of my health regains. So this game does get challenging. I think a 4-star would actually be quite a challenge. But as soon as we can get to a save point, i.e. a bench, I will save and then go back to the home base and see if we can just pick up another stage at will, which would be a really cool feature if that is the case. See, when they glow red eyes, they're unblockable and they do more damage. So there is something to be said for the enemy types, but they're just quite slow on their movements. So once you get in, you stagger them, right? You stun them. So it's really just, it's not that the game's easy at this point, it's just that you're staggering them quicker than they can attack you. And that's just really level 1, level 2 teething problems. Or designed that way to make it easy, I don't know. You know, the player base could be, you know, the casual gamer, because I would recommend this to casual gamers. It's easy. I've got no quibs or qualms about recommending this to somebody who just wants to have fun. There's a gold there, we got it. I want to take this guy down, but he won't come near me, so I'm just going to leave him be. Call of Duty Mobile has the most map pool from all Call of Duties ever, if I'm honest. Yeah, probably. You're probably correct there. They have all of the OG maps. You know what I used to call it? I used to, when it first came out, when I first started playing it, Season 1, by the way, I've been a veteran player of that. Haven't played it in about 3 years, but I played veteran from day 1. I used to call it Black Ops 2 Mobile, because it's essentially on the base when it first came out. It had all of the Black Ops 2 maps you wanted. It even had the zombie mode, you know, it's got the Battle Royale mode now. It had everything and it was all familiar, you know, Nuketown, all of this good stuff. And I felt like they really hit home with gamers with that one, because all we want is more of what we know, but higher def graphics or at least faster paced gameplay. Because obviously Black Ops 2, if you're going to play that now, you're either going to use a hacked console and play the old one, PS3, Xbox 360, or you're going to buy the PC version and get absolutely botted to hell by, you know, cheaters and gankers. It's not fun, you know, to play it on. I will go back and do that actually. That's a video I do want to do. Black Ops 2, and then report the cheaters, as in show what they do on screen. Like, I've seen a guy fly off into the sky, do a 360 spin, and he just shot with his sniper in any direction, and it headshot me. And the replay was so ganking, so trolly, so horrible, that I just thought, F this game in its big ears. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't going anywhere near it after that. I've never seen anything like it. He literally just used some cheat code to get up into the air. He went on top of a tower that nobody has access to, and then he just sniped by spinning 360 really fast and shooting, and it just hits you. You know, it's an instant headshot. And I thought, this is some bullshit. You know, the anti-cheat's not working. Nobody's maintaining that game. So I just gave up. So I went to Call of Duty Mobile as soon as it came out, had a blast. And then I discovered that this game is just way too easy for someone like me. So I decided to quit that as well. That doesn't mean I won't revisit it, doesn't mean I won't play it, but it just means I'm not going to main it. I'm not going to be, you know, doing season pass crawls or anything like that. Right, we've saved our game. Let's see if we can go back now. Says we can talk to Davina as well, or Davina. We can talk to Davina just for the sake of it. We can learn magic, we can check activity records, we want to craft items, that's new.
What to do?
Ooh, okay, we've got crafting in the game. The Pilgrim Cape.
You did well.
Yes!
Thank you.
Okay, well, let's see what else she can do. She's like, Davina, she just shows up. I want to learn some magic. Okay, we've got neutral, we've got water, and we've got wind, and we've got earth, and we've got fire. But we've already got fire abilities. You can see there's a little red notch at the bottom there to say we've got one of the many fire abilities. So there is a lot in here. Let's take a look at the rest of the fire abilities. So this is actually really useful. So it has 2 branches on a triangle for each ability, and you can change out the abilities as you want. So let's go with level 2. Hell yes. Now it's the same but longer.
See you later.
Let's go back. We'll do equip magic. We'll equip the... Oh, hang on. Let's do this one. I want to equip Y with the new fire. Now I'm going to save my game. So we've done an upgrade on items, as in crafting, and we've done an upgrade on our magic. And then I'm going to just test that real quick.
That's better.
Heal up, then boom, boom, boom.
That's better.
And it does burn damage. Oh, that lasts a long time. That's going to obliterate bosses. Okay, that's sick. We need to play this game more. This game's actually got me gripped. It's a Metroidvania in an anime style with a bunch of cool upgrades and with really likable cast. I think this game's great. Okay, so how do we get back to the there you go, library. Yeah, let's go back to the library and see if we can do a stage 4 with our new ability. There you go. So this one is the Coverance, is it? Oh, I can't enter the Codex yet. I have to finish repairing 4 elements first. So it's not so much a difficulty level, although it is. It's actually how many you've repaired allows you to go into it. So I can only go into a tier 2 because I've only repaired my first book. So I can only do 1 or 2 now. I can't do 3, 4 or 5. So I could go into the wind, for instance. Yeah, that's cool. Let's check out the wind, just a quick stage. Again, there's a lot to see in this game and way more than I can cover on a quick playthrough. But my plan is to come back on a mid-section, show you when I've done like the first 3 or 4 books, and then come back at the end game and tell you what I think. But at the moment, on first impressions, super happy with it so far. It's doing very well. Have you played Plutonium on Black Ops 2? No? I needed more explanation. What is a plutonium? Maybe my memory's not kicking in with that. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're saying now. I mean, Black Ops 2, like I say, I haven't played in many, many years now. So it'd be interesting to see what that is. Is it a mod? Okay, this is gorgeous. This is just like, look at this. Let's go. You want some? Oh, yes, that felt good. Oh, there's so much going on now. I can't even commentate on it. That burn damage, watch. I don't even have to touch him. If I get him in a corner and burn damage him, level 2, they are just done, son. And you can hit him in the air and it will drop. That kick move is wicked. You go up in here and then it won't do it by itself, but when you connect with the enemy, she'll do like an overhead kick, like a football kick. Some Argentina whoop your ass shit. Yeah, it's a modded PC server. Oh, okay, so I guess that's what, is that better for cheaters, is it? Look at that, so I burnt him in the air, I came down, whooped that guy, pushed this guy into the corner, burn him up, done. Yeah, that Argentina kick is sick. So it's the end of an air combo, the Argentina kick. Oh yeah, we've got a big one.
That's better. That's better. There.
The Argentina kick knocks him lower and therefore gives him bird damage. Which means the combo play in this game later on might actually be something a bit special. Because you can actually preconceive what you're going to do before you do it. And hopefully it plans out and that's going to make you feel really good as a player to actually execute your ultimate combos. Game's impressive. Again, I just really like it. The animations, the playability, the fact it started you off so simple and was actually shallow. The game felt a bit shallow. Now it feels like it's starting to fill out a bit. Don't want to knock him off the edge because I don't want to lose my loot. He's going to take burn damage. Burn. And then still fell off the edge. Save yourself. Yeah, see, I need to burn these guys. Oh, I fell off myself. Whoop. Like an Argentina kick him, like. Oh. What is going on? There's so much going on here. Okay, we've got a new tear. I don't think I'll reach that guy over there. He seems to be in a weird position. We'll just leave him be. Yeah, there was a lot happening here. I just got hit in the back by somebody as well. Let's do the challenge.
I wonder what's next.
I know exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to jump and burn. Ready? Go in with the combo, take a bit of damage, it's fine. Massive damage. Not even going to worry about those. I'm going to come up here. There you go. All died exactly the same time. As planned. We've got an A rank. Let's get out of here. Another one for the bookmark. Yeah, fewer cheaters. Nice. Okay, well, I'll check that out. I will remember that. I've got to edit this at some point anyway, so I cannot forget it. Hey, this is big. What's this? Ooh. Ooh. No. God damn. This is why it feels like a retro game. Because it has those mechanics that you love to hate, do you know what I mean? It's got that sort of niche mechanic system. Feels like an 80s Mega Drive game. Oh, there you go. So it's got pushback on it. I didn't know this. The big one fell, so I'm going to go get that. There we go. So these points or crystals that I'm picking up are basically used to do your enhancing via your mixed race friend. Dun dun, there we go. You see how that spark came out of that enemy there? When you hit them when it's sparking, that's like a finish move. It's like a final blow, like a critical hit. Whoop. Nice. Hey. Yeah, this game's thought of everything. I think it's been play tested. I think that people actually liked it. Who designed this? The guys that the guys of the Neptunia team branch have definitely got their pedigree behind them. They know what they're doing, bros. There you go, burn damage, and then we're in. That ability is helping me no end right now. So where are we at in time? Yeah, so we're going to do Strive and Light very soon. That's a roguelike. So if you like roguelike games with 2D, you know, easy to run potato graphics, you're going to enjoy that one. We're covering the new DLC, I believe. I've got to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing.
That's better.
Ooh, bump me head. 56 damage, that's harsh. Okay, so we need to let the wind take us up and then land. If you attack during the wind, you actually drop down. So it de-windifies you. Takes the wind out of you. Ooh, missed it again.
Not bad.
I can invite you to the... Yeah, you can do that by all means. If you're on my Discord, just send me a private message with the invite, or you can invite me via their Discord and I'll join that and have a little look. Be nice to cover it, you know, if I enjoy it, we'll definitely cover it. Like I say, Black Ops 2 is something I wanted to get back into anyway, just even if it's for one special video. I like to go back to everything I loved as a, you know, teenager, child, and just relive it as an adult and see if it was as good as I thought. We're actually doing a couple of NES games very soon. We're doing Gremlins 2. I hate that game with a passion, but for all the right reasons. We're doing the Batman on the NES. And I've sort of considered doing the Sonics as well, like redoing all of the Sonics and make 100% in them, making sure I finish every game to the end. I have done it before, of course. Sonic 3 being the one I've done the most because it's the shortest game. But I would like to go back and do those very soon. Right, we've reached a bench. We're going to call in Davina. And then we're going to upgrade our magic so we can learn a bit more. What other options we've got? We've got earth, we've got wind, we've got water. Let's see what neutral is. So neutral is our Hadouken, which actually has the triangle open, so we can upgrade the Hadouken even further. Or we can replace it if we want. I'm not sure I like the self-regeneration idea. Okay, spin attack. Spin attack could be proud. Set them on fire. Spin attack in the middle, right? Is that a counter attack? Ah, she's got a counter attack, boys. It's got to be done. If it takes up a full move slot, as in a special ability, I'm not going to be as impressed. But she will have a counter attack there. He's also got a spin move, we'll buy that. And we might as well just buy everything, to be honest. I'm not a lover of that, but we will go for the uprated fireball hashtag Hadouken. Let's see what we can get out of that. So we need 5,000 points for the finale to have all three, and you can actually upgrade the power of it as well, so strengthens that particular ability. So we'll upgrade it as far as we can go. And then we're going to check out the Hadouken real quick. So right trigger and Y. So now it's a bit more beefier. Oh,
that's better.
We save our game at this point. We'll return to the library and we'll sum it up. I think that is all I want to show you guys without spoiling the game too much. I feel like my vest is all getting all creased up in here for some reason. Yes, that's all I want to show you without spoiling the game too much, because I feel like everybody should have this in their library at some point. If you pick it up on a sale, of course, you're going to get yourself the best bargain. But if you can't wait and you fancy grabbing it now, it is $20 to $25 depending on what country you're in, and I think it's worth that as it is. All right, return to title.
Ariana and the Elder Codex.
What do we think, guys? What was your perception of the game? Is it anything you're interested in? Is it something you've seen before? How are you feeling about it? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're watching it on YouTube on a rerun, greatly appreciate your viewership and your time. Your time is valuable, and thank you for spending it with us. Overall, Ariana and the Elder Codex absolutely bangs for me. It's a game I definitely play in my spare time. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's got really nice ambiance, it's got great characters without annoying voices, it's got really nice sound effects and graphics, no glitches or bugs, and it's fun as hell. And it definitely got more progressive as we went. So I would imagine like a 4-star, let's say, stage is going to really punish and really take some of those abilities, use of those abilities in the right way at the right time to the next level. So I think Ariana has done very good. And again, the pedigree is from the Neptunia series. They're very good company. They've done very good work overall. And I just want to thank them for sending out almost their entire library to me yesterday, which was a very nice treat to wake up to. But I digress. It's a great game. Definitely check it out. $20 to $25. You cannot lose. If you get it in a sale, you probably get it for around $15 on its first initial sale for the summer sale on Steam. So check that out as well. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, become a member to get free games every month. I get sent game codes all the time, and I just sometimes get doubles. So I'm going to send those out to my members and my loyal subscribers over on Twitch as well. So thank you to everyone. Take it easy. Look after yourselves. Look after your man. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. There you go. Outro done. Switch game time. Let's go. So you used to play with me when I did Arena of Valor. So did you used to watch the lives from the smaller setup that I used to have? Was it like early days? I can't remember. Like, we used to play together, obviously, but like you must have met me via Twitch, right? Okay, let me switch around. Bear with while I switch the game over. Steam, when the thunder calls you. Right, this is, I've actually done a video on this game already, this Striving Light, but it's the DLC I want to check out. I'm hoping we can just jump into DLC. I've got to refresh the there we go. I'll refresh the cloud save because I've actually played this on Linux lately. Here we go. Give you guys a picture. Screen capture, Striving Light. There we go. Happy days. Everything's gone smooth today, and I've played a game that I really enjoy. I love playing a game that I actually don't have to slag off or have a go at.
The world as we knew it.
We'll skip that. We'll go here. We'll go offline, and we'll leave it as is. There we go. Turn the music down so I don't want to get copyrighted. Full screen, borderless mode, FXA. We have TAA. We've only got FXA. Frame rate 60. That's fine. Soft cursor's good. Audio. We'll turn that right down. Driving Light official soundtrack, survival soundtrack. I'm assuming that's not going to be copyright content. I think that's what that is. Control support is ready to go. Nice. Okay, cool beans. Let's get into it. Let me just bring the volume down a bit. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Those who are live, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Your time is valuable. I'm glad you spent it with me. That being said, we're jumping into Striving Light, the DLC right now, which is the Era of Darkness. Season 2 is available right now. We've covered this game once before on the channel, and now we're coming back for the DLC. It's a game that I really like. It's a roguelike, mag-paced action shooter, and it has mechanics from RPGs and MMOs involved as well, so it's just a really fun time. Let me get rid of this stupid public announcement thing. There we go. It's by Igniting Spark Games, and they are mostly positive reviews. Over 200 people have reviewed the game already. There is a demo available right now, and it's early days for this game. It released in 2025 or mid 2025 and is yet to find its feet. It's been around for around 6 months for those who don't know. It's a $10 game, right? $10, and you can get it cheaper than that on sale. Let's have a look what's going on. So the DLC pack is a support pack DLC that I'm going to be covering today, and all that really, let's have a look. So but will require the base game, of course, and the DLC pack itself comes with a bunch of customizable items for your fuck that up, and customizable items for your character, and a bunch of pets which they call mini pets. So you can get yourself a badger sort of animal. Oh, again, I don't know what these are. So you can get a dog, a butterfly, a bat, a dragon, and I think it's a badger or some sort of squirrel thing. So go check that out. And you can also grab yourself some custom footprints when you run around, custom profile pictures, custom icons, custom finisher designs. And we're going to be checking some of these out today. And the supporter pack itself runs $6. So again, with the base game, you can get this game for $15, complete package with supporter pack, which is an amazing deal because the game's actually really fun. We're going to be jumping in today. We're going to be jumping in and checking out DLC today. So thank you for hanging out, and let's just get into it. There's an intro there somewhere, boys. Okay, so where's my character gone? A new season, are they white? Okay, we need to start a new character. Okay, we'll do that. Maybe because I got a support pack. I'm not sure how that works. Unknown. That looks like female, right? Unknown Wanderer, balanced talents. Unknown Wanderer with the unknown balanced talents. No, it's just a different skin. Okay, so I didn't know they had this. So on season 2, I'm not sure if this is an update or not, but I'm noticing that we have a bunch of different characters we can now choose from. Male, female, small, large, tall, you know, gothic. They're all there, bros, which is really cool. Now, we played as this guy last time. I think we'll switch it out for the second one available. And we can go with darkness tier, or we can go with the difficulty tier of 1. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Different customizable items and skins. You can see here we've got the different abilities that we're going to be unlocking. And away we go. Oh, going with a blood red controller, of course. That's how we roll. Get my buttons right. Okay, so we have attack on right stick, very simple stuff. We have movement on left stick, and we have dash move on triggers. That is about it, apart from your abilities in the game.
Oh, you have. I saw something shimmering here at the outpost of Anchorath, a town shrouded in utter darkness, since the fallen have devoured all remaining light.
The voice acting in this game is actually really good for what it is. Now the cursor, I'm going to move off screen now so it's not in the way. Left trigger to dodge through. So we're just going to go through the tutorial and then we should be able to access the DLC items, i.e. cosmetics. Now if you just hold X, you don't have to use the right thumbstick. But being that the Xbox controller is quite clicky, like let's say you're in bed with your missus at night or your significant other, you might not want to disturb them while they're trying to sleep. So use the thumbsticks. They're a lot quieter on most controllers, and therefore it's going to give you a less of a grief scenario where you're trying to play this in bed. Open skill tree with select button. There's our skill tree, and I think we can zoom out, yep, with triggers. All coming back to me, boys. So we can go with maximum endurance. We can also select, do we only get 1 upgrade point? So we've gone with maximum endurance, but we can then move on to more endurance and then regeneration, which is my favorite. I like to regen my health as I play. This is crafting, where you get to craft items via the items. You can craft weapons via the items you earn in game. It has its own crafting system. It has its own skill gems and skill tree. It has a lot going for it beneath the surface of its visuals. The visuals are not the greatest things to sliced bread, but they definitely represent the game well. I always wanted him to have an animation. That was the thing that bothers me the most. The fact his sword doesn't animate, but later on you get swords and stuff that just sort of swing around your body anyway. So you don't really need that sort of level of detail, and have gone for a very simplistic run on your mum's potato style of gameplay. But it is no different really from any other roguelike. It starts you off slow, builds you up with a good sense of reward, and as you progress you get all of the feels and funs that you get with any roguelike. They're thick, fast and very interesting, and this one's no different. Okay, now we have our first ability, which is a right button, turns us into a bear and allows us to go ham on this guy. There we go. Again, game's mental, right? We've already turned into a bear. It's only the tutorial. So we can change our weapon out here if we want. We can teleport back to the stage. We can talk to the man. Let's talk to the man. Right, so we've got what looks to be a venomous version of my weapon. And you can test it, of course, by switching weapon. There you go. So now we have a Hadouken, like a fireball. That will do us to start off, and let's see if we can find our customization.
Well, well.
What's this? Collect fragments. New, that's not it. I'm looking for the DLC content right now.
Gather those.
Dark co-op, nice and easy as well. Into the map. That's the skill tree, of course. Okay, if I was a cosmetic, where would I be? This looks promising. We've got the leaderboards. We've got another lead, so 3 different leaderboards there. Yeah, I can't see a cosmetic shop just yet, which is a little bit of a shame because I've just literally got the DLC. Dog's gonna sleep. Right, I guess we have to jump into our first game to try and get the DLC unlocked. Let's have a look. Still tutorial, as you can see on the screen there, it's still helping us on our way. Yeah, I'm not a lover of this compared to the sword. The sword does big damage, but then we're not taking any damage, so possibly better to use this. That chicken just attacked that guy. Look, the chickens are backing us. Yes, go chickens. Happy days. It very much reminds me of the old arcade classic. It was like a dungeon crawler. I can't remember the exact title. Quackers. It's a chicken, not a duck. You fuck. Yeah, it reminds me of the old arcade dungeon crawler games in the 2D era. It kind of feels very much like a love letter to those. But get some. We won't be playing this one for too long. We're going to do about an hour. We just want to cover the DLC. And then we'll move on to a third and final game, which is one I've kept a bit of a secret up to now. Boom. Boom. In your face. Big disgrace. So we want all of the XP from these guys. There you go. Dropping items. Love the way the chickens back us. That's so awesome. That's a new addition for Season 2. Beats. Definitely have to keep your eyes on the screen, which is not that great for streaming. I'm sorry. I'll try and be as interactive as possible. I can pause the game at any time. It's only offline mode anyway. Okay, can we teleport yet? It won't let us. Let's find what we've got to do. I'm getting 25% XP bonus in this area. I'm not sure if that chest will open while these enemies are around, so I'm going to try and clear those. Chickens are doing my job for me. The chickens are the greatest thing in the game. Look, what is this happening? Get chickened. I think that was everyone. And yet it's not opened yet. No, it's not the weapon choice that's doing it. Maybe there's more enemies to defeat. Okay, we've got upgrade points. Let me just jump in and see the skill tree real quick. So, like I say, we want the regeneration now, and we're going to go for max thou on each one. Okay, now we've opened it up nicely. You can see how big it can get as well. It's absolutely huge, the skill tree in this game. And why not, right? When you've got visual fidelity that's kind of low key, you can go with a lot more mechanics. There we go, we can now leave. But we want to get that last one by defeating all the enemies. This guy's coming at us. He's got a bunch of health. No, don't chase me. Where's my chickens? There we go. We've got the key. Now we can open the chest. You have to basically defeat all enemies on screen in this particular stage to get the key, which I would imagine is going to go across the board for most stages. Happy days. Here we go. So we've got shard of augment plus a health if we needed it, and then you've got your exit. Phoenix, no. Goes on forever, this.
Phoenix
Bruh.
New played Chicken Dance for 50 bits.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. 50 bitties to annoy a brother. I see how you roll. Let's go. Okay, we've got the first boss battle coming in. He's not easy when you've got no upgrades, so we could get defeated here, but we'll try not to. The chickens are still on our side. I mean, what a great ability to have, right? Chicken powers. As long as you're actually attacking, those chickens just constantly respawn. Damage. Okay, that's half-life bar done. Just trying to avoid the tiny spiders that are spawning as we go. I'm not sure if these eggs are actually allowing those to keep spawning, so maybe take out the eggs as well. Things like the winning strat. Here we go with the bear man. Come get some. Boom. Spider is no match for a bear. Spider's no match for a bear and 12 chickens. There we go. We've got new items we can equip. We've got a new wand if we want it. I guess we could just try it out, see what it does. Oh, so we now spawn spiders rather than a Hadouken. I think I'd rather the Hadouken, to be honest, but they look kind of cool. Let's see how they go. Let's try them. Why not, right? What we got to lose? Right, this is the third and final map, I believe, until we get back. We're just going to spawn a bunch of... They're actually really powerful because I'm not in control of them. They seem to do a lot more damage. We've already reached level 10. We've got upgrades waiting for us. There we go. So if we hit the upgrades, which is a lot easier on the mouse than the actual controller. That's saying we can upgrade this. Open a specialized skill tree. Right, so I can do that one, and let's say hybrid max endurance energy. Call in 3 birds. Yeah, boy, we're going with that. Called the Winged Legion. I don't know if that... Yeah, it just happens. It just happens. So now we've got chickens, birds, and spiders. And I'm not actually... My actual character's just like the king of beasts right now. Come at me. None of these are going to stand a chance. Look. I think we've made the right decisions at this point in the game to just be OP. Get absolutely destroyed, boys.
Oh, well?
I know. Purple things. I'm getting shards of recast. Which is what we should do with the Star Trek trilogy. Star Trek TV show. I need to recast hard. I was actually really let down by that. I was looking forward to getting back into Star Trek, watching all the old ones, going onto the new set, and just they let us down, bros. Some woke nonsense. And not woke used to be a good word, right? Like I consider myself to be woke, but not that woke. You know, not that style of woke, not the backward ass, got it all twisted type of woke we have now.
Help me! Oh, help me! When I left Anchoreth, I was surrounded by these vile creatures.
Why does he talk like that? But he's really good that he's voice acted and he's doing a good job. So I'm not even going to knock him. What a legend. Let's go. So we have to stay in the circle and defend ourselves whilst defeating enemies for X amount of time. And we'll actually get a bonus reward on this one. I think I just got oofed. Okay, massive damage. Okay, we'll forget about that. Right, back to base. Let's see what we can do now. So there's 3 points of interest. Apparently the mother hen here. Grant light, there you go. Skill gem added for chicken companion. I mean, I normally fight chickens in games, you know. Mr. Burns. Henage. Yes, you go see Mother Henage and get the abilities. Go see Mother Hen and get the ability of Henage. You're right there. But this is a rift that we haven't, you know, explored yet. This is new. I'm looking for customization on my character. I want my DLC, bros. Why is it hidden? These are all leaderboards, so I'm going to ignore those now. We've got co-op, we've got map. Let's try the tree of light. So that's upgrades, right? There you go. I've upgraded my tree of light. Right, we've got unlocked characters, we've got unlocked skills, we've got studies, and we've got Helajar. What's Helajar?
Well, well.
Oh, that's her name. My bad. Okay, so we just want to get through. Unlock weapon, unlock character, powerful weapons. Where's customized character?
Now,
Is it not just in my menu? Like, what is going on? Okay, it's not achievements. Crafting. Skills, skill gems, crafting. I'm going to keep flicking these until it comes up. Currency, skills, miscellaneous, and main. Use my main. Maybe use the mouse to make life a bit easier. There you go, cosmetics. So if you go to character creation, you go to cosmetics. There, I thought there would be like a wardrobe section. There's not at the moment, from what I can tell. So we can go in and we can actually set our different cosmetics from our DLC. So this is what we wanted to cover today. Is just checking out a DLC for the game. If you already know about the game, then you already know the game is fun and in depth and very long. If you don't know about the game, then you know, check out our previous video because it has all of the details, the first playthrough, and all of the funs we had with that one. It was a win for me, that game. So we're going to go in and we're going to say Blue Dragon, and then we're going to go with a finisher of what should we do? Finisher of bats. Let's try that one. And on our back, we can have purple, or we can have God wings, let's say. We can have righteous wings. We can have the mighty backpack. We can go with roots, or we can go with flames. I think flames will suit my color style at the moment. And then you've got an aura as well. So you can have a blood aura, you can have darkness aura. You can have darkness, light, you can have microchasm. I think that's like little planets floating around. Infused flames or butterflies. I think I'm going to go with the infused flame. We're looking very flamey right now. And then as steps, we'll go with steps of fire. There you go. And then we can actually customize our finisher separately if you want, but I just go through and do them all at once. There you go, sweet. So now if we hit escape, now look how we're looking. Now we actually set fire to the floor when we walk. We're looking very Don Juan. We'll jump into a stage and just check our finishers and abilities out. There you go. Have some spiders, have some chickens, have some birds. I am the man of mini beasts. Okay, this thing's coming at us. Is that praying mantis? What is that? Boom. That's cool. Okay, that's freaking cool. Then bats just came out of there. What a finisher. Let's take the side edition now. And now we're rocking even more beats. I'm trying to find a boss or something a bit tanky so we can try and see all of the abilities and animations we have. There'll be some enemies around here, right? There you go, we've got little grunts. I kind of feel at level 12 I don't have to do much to defeat these easy stages. You know, I'm going to whoop through these, no worries. Okay, we need to grab some health. Ooh, hey, how are these? I found some steps. Secret area. Whoa! Straight into a boss. This game never lets up. Here we go. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Do ring a rosies. Bust him without the posies. There you go. Bosh. Man down. Open the chest. What do we get? We've got some more shards and we've got some more health. I'm actually full health. That was actually bonus. Full health right there. Here we go. We've got a timed thing again. We have already done this stage, but we're going to go through with the tougher enemies and grab some more loot. Yeah, that's the thing as well with this game. It scales with you, right? So as you go through, it's constantly adjusting its enemy types, but keeping them lower than you. So you always do feel a little bit OP, but if you mess up and you try and chief the game, you will get ended. The bosses are the worst bit about the game, in my opinion. They're absolutely punishing at times, and if you don't know the patterns, you will get wrecked quickly. But that's part of the fun. You can just reboot, relive, and retry again. Sandfall rewards. Okay, so we can pick one of these, I think. Have a look what we've got. Whisper bands. I'm going to go with that. Right. We go up there. It looks like there's a chest there. Hell yeah. Ooh, got a new weapon again. Just get rid of these guys. What we got? So this one's the same but purple. Let's switch it out. So now we have fireball. That's not as good as spiders. I'm sorry, that is not as good as spiders. These are way more fun. We can actually retreat at this point back to the gatekeep house, and that's basically your gameplay loop, right? You're going through 3 stages and a boss, and then you're going to go back to home, and you're going to then set the difficulty for different bosses, different stages, and all of that good stuff. But it's not a bad loop. I enjoy it very much. It's quick. You can get through a game in about 5 to 10 minutes, so you don't have to have a lot of time. It's not taken away from your time with your family or friends or anything, and you can just have a really enjoyable experience with this one for a cheap price at a bargain basement price. Yeah, so at a bargain basement price, I'm going to get this right in a minute. So you can have a great experience at a bargain basement price, but with no loss to quality. There is a bunch of mechanics in the game, a bunch of effort. The devs know what they're doing with this one, and it is just super fun. If you like roguelikes, you'll like this. Okay, nice stuff. Let's move. Homebound, James. We're off ski. Oh yeah, this is new, look. Hey, we've got amped up squid people. That's like a crab, isn't it? Crab people, let's go. Start the challenge as well, why not? Feeling like a boss right now. I'm not sure if my bear has one hit, just like my character. I don't think he does. I think he has his own life bar. No, he gets one hit too. So you saw I got defeated there, which is a rarity in this game for the first hour. I wasn't concentrating. I didn't really get it right there. So cool beans, we're back. We're level 14. We've got a bunch of upgrades to check out. We've got level 7 upgrades right now. The cosmetics don't change the game. They don't make it any easier for you. They just make you look cooler and more awesome. So the supporter pack I can only recommend because it doesn't change or alter the game in a game-breaking way. It's not a pay to win by any means, and it is. I like the fact it's got the single player and the online aspect. You can do co-op, you can bring your friends in, you can have a great time with this one, and you can zoom in and out with the camera and check out all of your cool looking items and gear. I think this is just a win-win for me. I really enjoy this game. Every time I play, I just want to play some more. So if you are interested in the game, go check it out. It's on sale right now, and you can grab it for $10 on average with a $10 DLC. So $20 at highest price, about $15 to $12 on low price on a sale. So definitely go check it out. It's a win-win for me. We've scored it, we've done the review, so now we're just checking out a DLC, and I think all of those items are great. I can go in and just quickly have a look. So yeah, so all my achievements are gone from the previous one. Kind of sucks. Whee! So yes, it's a win-win for me. You've got public server, you've got private server, you've got solo, you've got co-op. You can play with your ma, your dad, or anyone else in your family, your brothers, your sisters, and your cousins, aunties, brethren, cousin. You can do it all with this one. Go check it out. It's a great game. I vibe with it. I play it on the regs now and again. It's just nice for a 10-minute, 20-minute jump in, have some fun with a game. Doesn't really ask much of the player other than have fun. So I want to thank Devs for sending out DLC. I want to thank you guys for joining me for said DLC. Go check it for yourself. It's a banger. It's cheap. It's awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. There we go. We're done. La da 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 da. How are we doing for time? We're doing good for time, so we can squeeze another one in. Let's have a little look. What we got? This is just a wing it one because I wasn't planned for free, but I had in my ideas that we should cover free. We've done Adriana, we've done that, we've done replace the other day. I need something quick, thick and fast. I'm feeling in the mood. Have a look what we've got. Even better, I'll check my emails because there could be something in there. Bear with. Doo-doo. Hope we're all having a good day, chilling. Hope I'm entertaining enough to keep you all watching. Yeah, let me jump in. Okay, so the ones I've been sent lately, of course, we were talking about the Neptunia people, but they're sort of features each one. So let's have a look what else we've got going on. Those. We did the Kyborg. What else we got going on? Driving Light we've just done. What do I want to jump in and have a look at? I feel like a demo might be cool, like a new game that's a demo. Done that one. Okay, we are flying through these. Okay, so that's not actually beneficial now. Let's just jump on Steam. I'm going to go with anything that's installed that I haven't played yet. We've done Grime 2, didn't we? Some of these will take a little bit longer than I want. Need like an hour gameplay with a small roguelike or something. Bear with, I'm just scanning. Let us have a... Let's have a look at Rip Out. I don't think we covered that one yet. We've got Exo Primal. That's a cool game. Scum's just had an update. Conan's having an update with Unreal 5 right now as well. What do I fancy? This is literally what I fancy playing. Wild Wild West Legacy. Let's do it. I don't know nothing about this game. Let's do it. Let's just do a random. It's got negative reviews. Oh yes, we love negative reviews. Okay, we're not going to slate it, but we're going to check it out on a genuine in first impressions. We found one. Hopefully it's not a slow starter, you know, hopefully it's a quick starter. We've got around, what's it now, 4 o'clock? Coming up for 4, so we've got around an hour, so we've got way too much time really for this one. We'll see how we get on. Just going to make it last. Sprint holds, no, we want sprint tap. Graphics high, everything's high, exclusive full screen, VSync on. Because any new game, I tell you what, you have to lock the VSync. Otherwise your frames just go through the roof. 300 frames is going to make your game jolt and judder. Like awful. You've really got to lock them frames down. Especially with today's skill levels of some devs. It's got controller support, so we'll probably go with controller on this one. Save, okay, it looks okay. No sound on the menu. I'm going to give you guys a picture because you can't see. I'm talking to myself. Bear with. Where is it? WWD, is it? There you go, WWD. What comes up as? No D. Right, cool beans. Oh, third and final. Right, guys, thank you for joining me. I'll just make sure I was recording. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out Wild West Legacy on a triple trouble right now. Sounds like a tank went past. Yes, Wild West Legacy. So conquer the Wild West, it says. Explore open worlds, it says. negative reviews this one has. So we're going to be jumping in and checking it out. I want to thank the devs for sending out a game code for us to check out. It's overwhelmingly negative right now. So I want to see what the problems are. Is it actually that bad? Or is it just people being negatudes? Let's check it out. Right, okay, so it's by Moon Punch Studios. And it's a $22 game. That's a high price. Okay, so single player only, Steam achievements, controller support across the board, and unsupported on the deck. No, not $22. You need Linux support. You need some sort of deck support. Otherwise, you are in trouble. Okay, it seems like it has crafting elements, and it seems like it looks quite fun. It's 16GB RAM on the top tier. It's i7 or Ryzen 5. And of course, graphically, it's a 27 to 3060. That's not bad, you know. It's not bad at all on paper. Let's check it out. So new game. Rating. I like the music. I'll probably get copyrighted for this, but we're going to do it. Okay, loading. Let's get comfortable because I do need to go to the lavatory. Thank you for you guys hanging out with me all day. Greatly appreciate it. We're back Monday, and we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday live, 1:30 to 2 p.m. and then all the way through 4 or 5 hours of time. Bunch of cool games next week. Really, really good games. Definitely swing by for them. I can read some of them out if you like. Let's have a look. Got to go into my Discord real quick. So what we have planned for next week. So next week's schedule is looking like this. But we have Arc Raiders, which is the first. I know I slept on it. I shouldn't have done. Arc Raiders is coming. Stand by me. We've got Shadow Strikers, which is a brand new fighting game unreleased. And we also have World of Sea Battle, which is a brand new sea battle
When you travel
experience.
together.
Fish. Right. Okay. A brand new sea battle experience. We have Stalker, which is the first Stalker, but the enhanced edition. And then we're going to do Stalker mods. We're going to do a bunch of cool stuff with Stalker. And then we're going to play the sequels and, of course, the subsequent Stalker 2. We did have a fumble through on the first impressions. But now with the new AM5 system ready to go, we're going to be hitting them high frame rates and testing the game fully. We have Second Stone and Surround Dead, which are 2 promos. And we have Humanity Z on the Friday to wind down the week. So it's a bit of zombie slaying action. Very cool week coming up. So if you like the sound of any of those, or you want to check them out on a rerun, if you're watching this on a rerun, you can check the links in the description down below, and I will try to add in as many of those games prior to this video releasing. Oh, I run out of breath. That being said, here we go. So we've got save, load, unstuck. Now, unstuck is a very suspicious word in gaming. When you put unstuck in your menu, it tells me that there's going to be moments of brokenness in your game. Right, we have red controller, but obviously an unstuck is better than a no unstuck. If your game's broken and you don't want to fix it, just stick an unstuck, it seems to be. That seems to be the trend right now. We're going to go in and just adjust some of these visual settings because I'm already seeing some ghosting. So let's go with spatial reflections off, SSR transparency off, vegetation draw distance. That should be fine, but it depends how the game handles it. So we'll drop it to about 91. It's not going to make much difference visually. Everything else is standard issue. Again, there's no quality settings here. It's just high quality. So what does that even mean, right? We've got medium quality or high quality. So I'm just going to leave it on like high and see how we get on. Right, okay, so far I'm not that disappointed. It's a fairly good looking game right now. It seems quite legit, right? Okay, we've got a dead wolf. Okay, so we've got a dead wolf there. Stone deposit. We can't seem to interact with the wolf. Got jump on B, which is a really bad look. It's on 50 Hz only. Let's check it out. I might use mouse and keyboard. I feel like controller's a bit jank already. What's adventure mode? What does that even mean? I'm not seeing 50 hertz. Where did you see that? Oh, at the top. Yeah, my bad. So it's 1080p 60 hertz. And then what I'm going to do is drop it down to medium, because I want to see what the visual changes are. It's worse. Oh no, hang on. Maybe it's popping. Right, so I'm getting 70 frames, which can't be right because I've got VSync. Oh, it knocked it off. Okay, let's do that then. Let's try that. Give it a minute. Right, okay. So, a light in the darkness, approach the fire. That's all our mission says. We are running... VSync doesn't actually work, by the way, guys. I've tried twice. It's on, but it is still going 80-90 frames a second. So maybe I have to go to high settings just to limit the amount of frames. There you go. So now it's at 60. Now it's sitting at 60. That's a weird bug. I've never seen that. So it's now peaking at 60 and won't go higher. That's very strange. Are we still at 60 hertz? Yes, we're still at 60 hertz. So something's off there. If you go to medium or low settings, you are peaking your frames, which means you'll get judder and slowdown. But I'm still getting judder and slowdown on high settings and ghosting. So this game, I can honestly say, is optimized like a pig's dinner. This is not a good look. If you... Let's see if we can ghost it. Oh, this is better. Okay, let's try first person and see if that actually feels better. We've got a build and craft menu. We've got an inventory. Let's check that out real quick. We've got... I mean, it looks all right. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is a probably low skill, small team dev company, possibly. But they're giving us some okay vibes in the visuals. This is our skill tree we can unlock as we go. I think they tried snow. They shouldn't have done. I think weather effects should be able to be disabled. And that's going to make this game run a lot better. I think they're trying weather effects when they don't have the back-end talent to back it. We can cook items on the fire. Collect sticks, 5 of. Okay, grabbing sticks. Fair enough. And then we're going to put the sticks into there, are we? There you go, burn baby burn. Recipe unlocked for a torch. So we go to the build menu. Go to craft. No, that's not it. We have skills. Specialist. Where's our build? Craft a torch and equip it in your inventory. Craft a torch. Drop, place. Management. Technology. Okay, so they're pointing us here for crafting a torch. I'm assuming it's these little tabs. There we go, we've got stick. There's place or drop with the stick. How hard is it just to put a craft tab and have all of the items that you can craft in one tab? Fire is life. Craft and torch in your inventory. I'm not seeing it. And if I don't see it, then you have fucked your tutorial. It's not here, is it? In these little text. This text is so small. Let me try B. We've got place, we've got build and craft. In build and craft, we have production, workshop, city, and camp. The production is stone mining and iron mining. In the camp, we have different types of windbreakers and stuff, which is cool. And city, we have... Wow, okay. There's not that many options really, is there? Right, let's see if we can get inside. What's this? Take the wooden hammer. And go inside here? Apparently not. Interact with a campfire. Okay, so I for inventory. Instructor, we've got trapper and we've got producer. Okay, I am super confused. It says go into the menu and craft a torch. I can't even see in the inventory where the torch is. Obviously stick, we can't right click it, we can only select it. When you select it, it says drop or place. Add category A and D. That just switches category at the top. One of these must be crafting then. Resources, stick. Oh, this is handled so bad. I can't even work out what they want me to do to craft it. It's not hard to understand. You use a stick to wrap some cloth round to make a torch. We have those items. It tells me in the tutorial, craft a torch and equipped it in my inventory. You go to the inventory and there's no craft menu. There's nowhere to click that's going to allow me to craft simply. So even if we can do it in here, I'm already confused and I play fucking crafting games all the time. So they've already messed this menu up and not made it simplistic. They need a tab that says craft, and then in that craft, everything in my inventory should be telling me use this, this and this to make this. If you don't do that bit, then what's the point in adding crafting into your game? You're just putting something cumbersome over something that could be simple. They could simplify this game very, very easy with a bit of brain cell, you know, with a bit of active brain cell being used. This game could have been simplified. Those skills are, these are skills we're going to learn though. Hold E to unlock. We need 3 points. Again, technology 1 point. Farmer's tree. Management tree. It's not bad. You know, it's not a bad looking game, and it has quite a nice sort of idea behind it that we're going to build up this entire crap shack town into a living, breathing area, but it's implementing the first rule of mechanics, you know, in such a bad way. I can't even work out how to build a torch. Maybe we need other items. Let's go on a little hunt and look around. What's that? Can't interact. See if we can find something else. Okay, let me switch because I'm going to run it on medium because it's very jolty as well, which is nonsense. I just think they haven't optimized this at all. I'm going to save it, maybe that helps as well. Right. Stone axe, take. Okay, I've got an axe. F the torch, I found an axe. We found a box. Okay, we can take all of this. Is there a take all button? Take all. Now we have a hat, we have a stick. Go back into inventory. Let's equip the hat. Hat. Wear with E. There we go. I've equipped the hat. I mean, again, it kind of works, right? And they could have simplified it by not ballsing up the I inventory. I'm out. Hit you up if you want to cook some BO2 or... Yeah, definitely. Leave me a Discord message so I can keep, you know, up in there. BBs, I said basic bitch. It's kind of basic, yeah, but they're doing their job to a degree, I guess. I mean, I think it's going to come into its own. I'll give it a chance. First impressions is that it's very poorly optimized. Although it looks okay, it doesn't look as bad as it plays, if that makes sense. You're sacrificing too much for eBay. That's it. Bye bye. Take it easy, my friend. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. We are back next week if you want to join us as well. And like you say, I will hook up with you and play something very soon. Black Ops 2 probably will be the one. I've got it on PC, so I should be able to join those servers. Okay, what's that? Plank? Oh, there's planks there. Okay, bunch of planks. We have a rock and not much else. Couple sticks. You can run over stuff and hold E and just pick up easy, or you can tap E. Not bad, you know. Look, I've got a rock, sticks, basic shears. We're getting now. We're starting to get there. Okay, let's try again now. So to equip the hat was super simple, but to make the torch is not. So let's see why. Select the stick. It just has place and drop, so it's not selecting the stick. Right clicking the stick does exactly the same. I don't see a crafting menu. I might be being a bit of a dope. I'm just not seeing it. Our guide deserted us. So did your guide. Your game's guide has deserted me. I cannot seem to find out how to craft a torch. It just says in your inventory. Now, I'm assuming we are supposed to find some more materials before we can do said thing, but it hasn't explained that. So I think that's where it's going wrong. We can pick up a lot by the looks of it. We can grab these shrubs and stuff. But I personally think that they've just messed up and not told you to go find the items you need to craft. So I'm going to just keep grabbing items until I find something like cloth or some bandage maybe, who then wrap around the torch. The fact it said just pick up the sticks and create a torch is nonsense. That's not how this game actually seems like it's going to work. And it isn't working, so I'm going to assume that it's not done its job properly. Loads of planks. We're going to be able to build like masses of houses. Oh, they're just everywhere. Planks of wood. I'm assuming we just fix up these structures as they are, you know. They're already there. We just put better planks onto them. I'm venturing out a little bit further now. This is the barn. If we hit B, build workstation. Ah, okay, so we need some more logs. The logs will require an axe. Let's fix our axe. Where's our axe? There it is, number 2. Okay, we've got the axe. Let's go get some logs. Ooh. Okay, now we're talking. The hilarious thing about this game is it's not actually that bad if you just take it upon yourself and ignore the tutorial. There you go, we've got logs. We can just pick those up and put them in our pocket. More trees. Timber. There it goes. It doesn't actually look too bad. The cold's affecting us. I can see that we're getting sort of battle damage notifications around the screen that we're getting battle damaged. There you go, grab the logs. And then we'll go back and see what we can do with this barn and stuff. So let's build a workstation or table. I can put it inside so I don't have, there you go, I'm not so cold in here. Go to B, go to build. Go to, there you go, workstation. R rotate, No, middle. Okay, that's okay. Middle mouse. Yeah, feeling it. How do we place it? Accept. Accept. Okay, it won't let me put this down inside, so maybe it's got to go outside. Put it by the fire so I'm not freezing my nads off while I'm crafting away. Why won't it get placed? Well, that sucks. Does it need like floor, do you reckon? Some sort of base. Yeah, it's not letting me place it. Don't really know why. Not explaining anything. I'm holding the button, I'm pressing the button. Okay, we found another problem. I don't know if it's because there's like debris around. Okay, use the axe to open the door. What? There we go, we're in. Maybe it has to be built inside. Okay, we've got a chest for storing items, good stuff. There's our bed. We fix the windows. Maybe take that off. No, it doesn't change it. Okay, build. I will work this out. There you go. Give this a twizzle. Can't even put it in my own house. I'm not limited by that tutorial, am I? Because that would be another dumbass decision by the devs right there. Until it allows me to make a torch. This is not that fucking complicated. How? Resources, stick. I'm going to see if the stick changes by changing the screen. So we've got eat now. We've got weapons and tools. Clothes. We've got other. It will drop and place. Quest items. We've got a colt and we've got a letter. Can we read the letter? Read. Okay, so we've got this letter. I've read it. Maybe that does something, activates something. Got my colt that I can analyze with F. We zoom in. Still appreciate the 3D model that we can mess around with. If you put it in a certain position, he actually checks the ammo. There you go, damaged colt. Not bad mechanic that. Just to check it out, you know, and it tells me stats over the side there. But every item we pick up we can analyze. Again, it might want us to do something similar to this. You get going. Let's have a look at stick again. I'm assuming it's the stick we're going to use because it had us pick these up. There's a simple stick, comes with all sorts of benefits possible. Yeah, if there was a crafting menu, but I don't see one. So it's got to be the workbench. So surely task 1 would be to build the workbench. But then it won't let me place the workbench. Craft and equipped it. Let's figure it out. Right, let's go further away from our camp, let's say. We've got a nice flat area here. Workbench. Accept. Accept the unaccepted. Let's see if it gives us any clues. No clues at all. I found myself another place we can raid. Bread. Okay, so I've found the crafting menu. Unfortunately, it thinks the inventory is the crafting menu. That's a mismatch of identification with the devs. So basically, it's not I to go into your inventory and craft. It's actually your build menu and then go to hand instead of build and craft. Now, it says in the description, craft a torch, which is craft, and then equip it. What it means is go to crafting with the hand, go to tools, and then craft a torch. They've got too much craft written, and I had nothing to do with it at all. I is this. This is the player screen. This is your inventory. I is inventory. They say go to inventory because they got it twisted and they don't know their own game. What they mean is go to the build menu, go to the hand, go to the tool, and then do it. And they just simply put go into your inventory, cross. I mean, that is some bullshizzle beyond bullshizzle. If you can't even tell players how to begin your game, imagine the length of frustration that is going to be hidden in this game as we progress. So now we go to inventory, which we technically need to do right at this point. Then we need to equip that torch. First we must analyze. Basically put the diamond in the diamond shape, then that will analyze those certain parts. And it tells you what it's made of and all of that good stuff. Again, I would have thought that would have been done with a stick so that then we can make the torch. That would have been a better way to do progression. So now we're here, we can now equip that item. What are those saying that? It's in my hands. Press 2. Wow. Okay, that's bright. Oh, bright light. Bright light, bros. Jeez. I mean, it's so bright that it's brightening me and not what I'm looking at. I can't see anything now. It's just a blur of yellow and white colour. Okay, approaching another light source actually sort of helps this out. But when you turn around and you go into a dark area, it just blurs your light. So it doesn't actually help your vision at all. Now it says check the well for water. Well, I need to turn this off because that's already getting... Look, it's better without it. The game is better without the torch. Okay, maybe the torch is good for caves later on. Let's go and check the well. I will go to the well and check the well for water. Okay, we've got more options. We've got drink, we've got canteen, we've got fill a bucket. Let's drink it. Now it says search the ruins for food. Okay, what ruins? I'm assuming it's talking about these buildings. Again, I'm in a world of bullshizzle with this game because I don't actually think it knows its arsehole from its ear roll, which is fun because, you know, they're stupid. Survival sense. Ah, now we've got sensei. Why wouldn't you give us this to start? Why is this not the first thing we learn? That we have sensei. We should have that out the gate and then I can find items really quick. So they need to reword the tutorial. They need to make it more plain to understand. Other than that, it's actually mechanically okay so far. It's not awful. It definitely oozes of bad optimization, and the control system's actually okay. Right, so it just wants me to find some food somewhere. Let's have a little look. So bad optimization and poorly written tutorial so far. As its negatives, its positives, the game looks all right at times, but as you can see, it's kind of a little bit of a mess. These are not food. Where are we going to find food then? Oh, in this one. Again, distinguishing a door is quite hard. Bro, open the fucking door. Okay, maybe not. Yes, nothing in there. Okay, there's no food in here, is there? Ooh, I found myself some beans. Some runner beans to be specific. I'll take all those items. Let's check it out. So I've got myself cracker beans and a can of beans. Not to be confused with runner beans. So search for food, which I've just done. There's a specific building I think it wants us to go to. Search the ruins. That could be any of these. Try this one. Does this open? Yes, okay. Have a little look around, scan the area. No items in here. I don't mind the setting, you know, the fact your horse died and now you're by yourself trying to figure this out and survive in a town that has obviously been attacked and run down over time. Quite a cool setting. I like the cowboy theme. I think any game with a cowboy theme actually tickles my wickle. I enjoy it quite a bit. There we go. We've got some meat, some crackers and some cans. Eat something from your inventory. It doesn't say what, so we'll just go with the meat. That's raw though. We don't want to eat that, do we? Go with the beans. I like myself some beans.
We have to find shelter.
There you go. Find damaged walls. So we've now got the recipe for the hammer. Prepare for the night time, it says. Find damaged walls. What does that even mean? Build and craft. Damaged walls. What does that mean? Can we put down a workstation yet? No, it doesn't seem like we're allowed to place that, which is what I'm dying to get my hands on. Got no skill points yet either. So we do have a waypoint that's just come up.
Has already started repairing this.
Good stuff. I guess we can repair this window, but maybe from the inside. There we go. Right, so break out the hammer, boys. There we go. And we start using planks to repair. Animations are kind of like, they're okay, right? They're doing the job. He's just swinging a hammer about, but ideally it could do with a bit more visceral animations. Try and go outside and repair this one. There we go. Now if we stand back and take a look, you can see that it's a fully functional, nice looking place to live now. So that's going to survive us the night. Into the house.
I'm so tired.
Go to bed. We figured it out. We actually got through a awful tutorial, but we did it. You know, it's not fun. It's not fun at all because there's too much working out what they want us to understand. It just needs to be rewritten. It needs to be simplified. It needs to be dumbed down. It just doesn't make any sense. So they definitely need to do that. But overall, I think the visuals, you know, the setting, the overall atmosphere, ambience ain't too bad. The initial weather effects are slowing the system, like really bad, because the optimization's not good. So you have to play it on like medium to high settings. But this is Owl, apparently. Literally, her name is Owl. A careless settler is a dead settler. It gives us an option of 2 responses, which is weird. Is that a threat? No means... No? What does that say? I mean no harm. Okay, let's play it nice guy and see what happens. You are careless. You eat food you find laying around. You sleep when you know a stronger is nearby. Okay, I don't really care. I just want to see what she's going to say at the end. My father gave me my father gave it to me, and he was a strange man like you. Okay, we're already man-hating in this game. This bitch has got way too much mouth for the time period we're in, and she's already having a pop at me and her dad because she's got daddy issues. Look around. This was a city once. Doi. Many died in the fires. The others fled and made camp on the other side of the hills. The people you come with, I didn't come with anyone, I came with a horse and it died. You walked in the circles during the storm. Your wagons are not far. Okay, whoever English translated this shit is awful. And I think that's why the tutorial probably sucks. It's not on par with what English speaking native people want to read or understand. It just doesn't work very well. So she's now apparently not going to get her fat ass up, and we've got to take care of her for some reason. So Al just automatically assumes that I'm a man now because there's no other fucker in sight. Okay. So we can analyze the axe, and we can also find the convoy. So let's go ahead and do that. So we just go into here, we select axe, and we go to analyze, which is F. And then we make sure we hit our diamonds. Okay, done, done, and done. Again, it just tells me pointless information. Stone, sticks. We know this. We're not noobs. It says stone axe and it says handcrafted. Right. Craft 2 axes. Okay, I'm going to craft 2 axes. Again, I go to the inventory because that's what it taught me in the beginning, right? But it's not. So we need to press B for build, go to crafting, go to tools, and then we're going to make a couple of axes. I appreciate the fact that they had to put some fun movements in there. There you go, there's 1 axe. We need to make 1 more. I would suggest anybody who fancies giving this a go, and by no means is it a non-playable game. It's not a broken mess. It just has bad translation and poor optimization. All you need to do really to make this game bang is actually set it to, let's have a look. Da, 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 da. Right, so let's go high, let's go full, and then hit go. I think the vegetation distance could be having a big effect on it. Let's try that. Yeah, all you need to really make this game bang is get some optimization on the back end. I don't even care at this point because the game's so low rent that you'd put DLSS or something in there to cope, right? This game needs a whole lot of cope and it's a whole lot of back end work. And get your translator sorted, you know, just pay a little bit extra to get some proper AI translation going. And I don't really know what they're going for because it doesn't really have a theme. It's not really jumping out that this game really has a purpose. It's more just another craft, a generic, done with whatever tools they've used. It has some sort of either forced motion blur or some sort of ghosting that's happening, and that's not good. It makes it look muddier and not very nice. Cut down trees. Okay, so we're going to use the axe to cut down trees. This game arguably looks a lot worse on high than it does medium. I think that's not a good sign. The fact that the game looks worse on the higher settings. I don't know if you can see, but there's ghosting, there's flickering now. It's just got a lot of issues. The tree falls at like 10 frames a second, but we're getting 60 apparently. And that's via Steam reporting. So that is just an internal glitch, not a frame per second glitch. We're going to go to medium settings. Again, maximize window and VSync on. And you can already see like it improves quite a bit. Although we're still getting ghosting, it does feel a little bit more solid now. Where's it want me to go now? This way? Okay, we need to travel 170, but the weather's cleared up, so we shouldn't take any damage. Our stamina's run out there. Now, if she's going to be hanging out with us and we're going to be taking care of her, it would be a good idea to have a game mechanic where we give her a weapon or an axe or a pickaxe, and she can actually go craft and gather items herself so that we don't have to do it for her. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to leech now just because we're the only people that survived. So I think story-wise, they should definitely give her a purpose. Like, have her go cut trees for me, you know? If I give her an axe, let her go chop chop. And then I don't have to look after her. Okay, what's that? Planks? What was that? Ah, okay, saddle. We've got a couple down dudes. We loot them. Oh, come on, we've got to be able to loot them. No! This guy's got an interact. No, he's just talking. Okay, that's a missed trick. Not being able to loot dead bodies for weapons, boots, you know, clothes. Trash, bro. Okay, mount. A lot of the mechanics work okay, you know. Let's go over to here. It just doesn't look great. And if you want it to look better, you run the risk of breaking it because it's not optimized. Like all that. They're very generous at this point in the game. I don't know why they just didn't start with this. Skip the woman, skip all the other things. Let's just go straight into this. Man on a horse, lonely road. He went on a lonely road with a whiskey flask. What up, Only? How you doing, baby? We're on another random jolly. Okay, sprint's cool. Animations are fine. Even the shadow's holding up. Don't dislike it too much there. That's okay. I'm pleasantly surprised with the horse riding mechanic. Not great. It's no Red Dead Redemption, but it's doing the job. Hey, Shenanigans is back and are freezing his balls off, I guess. Freezing my balls off. Oh, what? Because I'm in the snow. Yeah, I'll get you, son. I'll get what you're saying. It's actually really warm in the UK. I've got a fan on me right now. Is it a new Survivor game? Yes, it is a new Survivor game. Let me just find out what it's called. Bear with. I will give you a title of it. Right, it's called Wild West Legacy, and it retails a overly priced $22, not on sale. On sale, obviously. Mostly negative reviews. 1,600 people say no, no, no. But I don't think they gave it a chance too much because we really struggled with the beginning of this game. The tutorial's worded badly. It's hard to follow. And the optimization, you have to run this game on medium settings at the moment. I can't see that being fixed at any point. I don't trust this developer. I don't think that it's a game that really... It's more of like, you know, we think it's finished, so you're going to have it. So I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. They're a sort of newish company. I think they're a smallish company. So take from that what you will. But I would say that if you're happy with something just to run around and jump around in, I would say it's a $10 game. For $10, I can give it a lot of passes. But at $22, I'm going to go in on you, bro. Do you know what I mean? $22, we're going in on you. So we're really testing it and pushing it to the max. The pacing has improved now. It's getting a lot more likable. It's getting a bit more faster paced. Where's my horse gone? Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm not disliking it as much anymore. We can get our torch out and ride our horse. Roll. Oh, there you go. Does the zoom mechanic work on the horse? Okay, you can't zoom into first person on the horse. But it will do, it will do. Yes, it's getting warm here as well. Oh, lovely. Having all my windows open and feel the fresh air in my apartment. Great. I'm not a big window fan. I don't like letting bugs and flies and bees in. So I tend to have either net curtains or... Hang on, there's loads of people. Let me just stop a minute. Yeah, I don't like having a lot of bugs in my house, so I tend to keep the windows ajar, but with like net curtains and stuff. I try and block out anything that can get in. Right, this seems to be where we want to be, so let's get off the horse. We might get our first piece of combat. Don't actually have a weapon, I don't think. Pull a gun out. What we got? We got one. We've got a knife, and that's on 4. And then we've got, I think we had a pistol, but no ammo. Oh, it's damaged, right? So maybe put that on 7, can we? No drag and drop. Who says no drag and drop? Okay, maybe they give us a weapon. What up, son? See, the character models are not that bad. But they're not $22 worth. There's no voice acting unless you actually talk to someone. His name's Aaron. Aaron Reeve. Let's go, Reeve. What are you saying? I just enter these. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, cool. So now talk to Hank. What up, Hank? Handsome Hank. Bosh. Good food for... Get food for Mama J. Okay. If I was a Mama J, where would I be? Bit clumsy controls. I would definitely custom key this game. You've definitely got to go in and customize the keys in this game. Make it a little bit more enjoyable. Not a lot more, but a little bit. Okay, I'm assuming that's Mama J there. She's looking like a mama to me. What up, Mama J? Happy days. So the woman who's just gone and sat her rumpus at my house, technically I thought I was the last man alive in the area. It actually turns out that there's a whole living and breathing village just around the corner. But why is she sitting her rumpus on my seat? She could bounce next door and find herself a bunch of men. Mama J's up for it, that. Come on, Mama J. I think I have to answer this, which is annoying. Sorry. Yeah, I wish I could help. Okay, Mama J's not helping us, bros. Mama J is out of the conversation. Yeah, I'm bored of this now. Why is it not leaving? Goodbye. Return. Okay. Goodbye. Oh my days. There you go. Right, we've got chicken soup from Mama J, and now it says find the architect. I appreciate the waypoints. The waypoints are actually pretty clever. They seem to be pointing me in the right direction at all times. Boom, 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 boom. Find the bandit hideout. I am whopping through this right now. Can't seem to run. Why is that? I'm not crouched. Run, bish. Okay, he doesn't want to run anymore. Why is he not moving? I don't know where I've done my horse either. Yeah, horsey, horsey. There's no whistle for your horse to come. You didn't think that one through. Who's this guy? Nonsense, dude. Keep it going. So 400 in this direction. I'm going to steal somebody else's horse. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to horse steal. I feel you on that one. So what's the main goal of the game? It's supposed to be a Wild West crafter builder with story elements, but it's very low budget, very low key. So again, at $22, you'd expect a budget low key price, but we're just not getting that. We're getting an overpriced slop, and unfortunately, it's not good. It's not bad. Like I'm having a right time. There's probably some fun things in this game. There's probably some cool stuff to see. And most of the character models and animations are not awful, right? Like that dog looks okay. My character myself looks fine. Even in the inventory, we have a character, we have items, we have skills, we've got like character progression. You know, there's things here that can have redeeming qualities, but it's all wrapped around in some big. It's all dumped into some big turd. So you're kind of not really feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Visually, if you want it to look better than this, you take a hit on your system and it runs like shit. If you want it to look this, like medium to high settings, then you can run it nice, but then you're not getting the full experience. So it needs optimization, it needs a rewrite on the tutorial, it needs the translation, I think it's a translation, to be done better. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's playable. Overall, there's no glitches or bugs. I'm sure there is if we played it long enough, but for now, the beginning of the game is quite sweet. But it's not one I would recommend at $22. In a sale, possibly $10. If the game had released on $10, I'd be a lot more fair. But at $22, there you could buy so many other games. I've done it before where I've gone to Steam and just read out a load of $22 games, and they're all better than the one that you're playing, right? So unfortunately, I think they've overestimated their worth and underestimated their skills. And now we're left with a lackluster title that, next to being single player, doesn't really have anything going for it that I could mention. Now, and your message got blocked. If you forgot where you placed your horse, then it was next to your mama and the one who gave you the chicken soup. Yeah, Mama J. I'm okay with that. I don't want the horse, it's fine. I'm more curious why I can't run unless I'm holding a weapon. That's a bit weird. Even he's bored. Even he walks bored. Oh yeah, look at the jump animation, bros. That is some epic jump moves. A hop, skip, and a jump, right? I think maybe we have to have some food or something because he seems like he... Let's drink the chicken soup. Can we eat this? Eat. There you go. That's the chicken soup. Nice. No, still can't run. That didn't help us out. What about some juice? What about if we have some fluids? We have fluids. Health tonic. We don't need that. Crackers, beans, can of beans. What can of beans? That's not fluids. No, no fluids. Okay, the man has no fluids. We are now walking 130 away because I cannot seem to get run to work. Maybe there's a weight limit? Ooh, good thinking, Batman. Have a little look-see. We've got skill points. Have we got any yet? No, we haven't. Even after all this time, I've not earned one skill point. Okay, inventory. I mean, the inventory is so small as well. You know, you need bigger items in this. So it did make me make a bunch of pickaxes, so maybe just dash a few of these on the floor. How many we got? Yeah, I accept. There you go. That didn't make any difference. There's no indication on the screen that we are overweight. Not even in here. Let's say health. Let me try that health potion. Where is that at? Let's try this. Kilograms. We're 117 of 100. You was correct, Ornley. Ding, 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 ding. You are the man in charge here, aren't you? Let's go with something heavy. What heavy? Man, minus pickaxe. What can we get rid of? I've only got one pickaxe. Okay, I've got a bunch of axes, so let's go with D for drop. Or is it Q? Q for drop, of course it is, not D. That would be making too much sense. And then we'll get rid of this one as well. Now we're 113. So what have we picked up that's so heavy? Wooden hammer, planks. You can't even scroll your items with up and down. Like, that is such a missed trick. Like I say, everything in this game is just built to annoy you. You can't even sort it by weight. The weight button is there, but it doesn't sort by weight. Oh. It's just little things like that are going to frustrate the player. And they all add up. It's like a little bit here, a little bit there, just constant niggles. It's not chicken soup, that's 0.8. Rifle cartridge, that weighs 18. Oh yeah, rifle. Oh, I've got a rifle now. Okay, well, can we equip that? There you go, rifle's equipped. We've got rifle cartridge. Okay, so that's not helping though, is it? Bread, axe, knife, another knife, get rid of that. Raw meat. 1 kilogram, that's not enough. 2 kilograms on a hoe. Let's get rid of a hoe. I don't like hoes. Planks are 2 kilograms. We've got worn winter coat. We drop that? Won't let's get rid of that one. 1.5 is stone. We've got a lot of stone there. But again, it's not letting me cycle. There you go, 5. That'll get rid of those. No, that's not enough. Yes, okay, I did it. Okay. Now we're running. Now we're playing with power. Unfortunately, my red icon's gone. Why has that done that? Find the bandits hideout. Deliver 15 planks. Okay, we'll just head to this one. Where's my rifle? Want a piece of that action? Alright, this is the gunplay, is it? We don't have any way to look at the gun. There's no visual check. Even aiming down sight is not aiming down sight. It's pointing the weapon. Let's go for a gunshot into snow. Why is it not firing? What? We don't have enough skill to fire our rifle, I think, at this point. Just when you think you're going to have some fun, the game says, no, 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 we're not going to give you no fun. You're not going to do what you want to do. Okay, we're 320 away. God forbid I fire the rifle in my possession. That was the one thing about being a cowboy that was good, wasn't it? Being able to use weaponry whenever you felt like it. Yeah, I swear this waypoint just keeps getting further. What is happening? 140 still. No, 114. Okay, we're definitely closing the gap slowly. And it's probably going to be so not worth it. All this effort has been so not worth it. I can't believe we can't use it. Ooh! Apparently we can use the rifle. Only when it feels like it. Strange but true. Okay, so I think it's above me on this rock. See if we can find a way around. That's just going to be worse that way, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to go this way and then around the top, because if we go down, we're just going to be lower. It's going to be harder to get to it. As your Guild Wars 2 going on, Lee, did you fire back in? How much have you completed so far? Have you started a new account, new character? I'm spending this weekend getting the new system ready and good to go. I'm going to be installing Guild Wars 1 and 2 ready to go on that and make sure they work. Just fire them up and test them, and then hopefully we can get that going for about a week or so. Jump back and experience some more Guild Wars 2 action. Ooh, this is new. What's this? Shrub. An agave. Whatever that means. Okay, at this point, these waypoints don't seem to be helping me get anywhere I want to go. So every time I go around this building, it's saying, or this rock face, which looks pretty good actually, by the way, with the light shafts and stuff. It's saying 140 to 112. Like, then I go around the other side, it says 140 again. So it's just constantly telling me I'm supposed to be on top of it. Maybe it's these TPs here. Maybe it's getting confused with itself. I think they're TPs, right? There's no one here. Maybe I can rob them up. Mr. Steal your stuff. Not really anything I can interact with. Well, that's a shame because that looks quite nice. It'd be nice to interact with it. Again, it just feels a little bit unfinished in certain places. Go on, up you go, up you go. Okay, this is where they're putting their dead, which is historically correct, by the way. They would do sort of things like this. Western world buries them below the ground, and I think these guys, as in native Indians, bury them in alcoves and rock faces and anywhere where they're sort of visitable. Yeah, this rock just goes forever, and this waypoint is getting on my nerves. So let's see what happens if we save the game on a separate slot. And then we use the unstuck. Let's see what happens if I unstuck myself. Now where are we? So unstuck brings us right back to the beginning of the game. And now in the day it looks a little bit prettier. There's our town. Now if you unstuck and you did have the horse, for instance, which I don't now, I would imagine the horse would appear here, but the horse isn't appearing here. Like, she is like just not worth keeping. Shoot her in the back. The gun just decides to jam when you try to off your teammate or whatever she is. Okay, we don't have any option. I'm sure I've got ammo somewhere. Go in here and have a look. Ah, because we've respawned. There's a rifle cartridge there. Can we not use that? Place or drop? I think that's not got. That's an empty rifle cartridge, not a one that's working. Let me try and bash her head in. Beat her with a hammer. No, we just can't talk to her at all. She's untalkable. Yeah, so it'd be nice if the horse actually respawned back with us now that we've returned to camp. And it's just, again, another niggly problem that I'm finding that just doesn't warrant me playing it. I don't enjoy this game. It's not overly drawing me in. There's no real story to it. She's annoying. The voice acting is non-existent. There's a bunch of reading that's way too lengthy for very small tasks. We had to speak to 2 guys and have at least 15 different voice chats just to find out that we had to go 2 feet away and pick up a soup. It just doesn't need that much chitter chatter, right? You don't need to know the history of these characters when you first jump into a game. You just need to say, I've been sent here to get a soup. Where would I get a soup? Guy says, go see her. You go see her, you get the soup. Very easy conversation, 4 or 5 dialogue lines long, done. So for me, it's just going to have too many niggles, too many bugs, too many annoyances to actually warrant its existence at $22. If it was a $10 game, I can say, all right, it's a small team of devs having a good old go at it. Hopefully they have some success with updates in the future. But I don't wish them well at this point. I think, although they sent a game out, which I do appreciate, that they have released something that's overpriced, very badly optimized, Very annoying. The tutorial is broken to all hell. It needs a rewrite. It needs a repacing. And even then, you've still got to deal with these visuals. And even if you did optimize it, the game doesn't still look that great on high settings. So I would say that it's just one to avoid, unfortunately, which warrants its over negative reviews on Steam. I don't think it's worth all the backlash and the hostility. They definitely had a go. I just don't think they did very well. So for me, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. It is barely a game. It just has okay visuals. That's why I'm giving it a 1. The sound effects suck. The replayability is not there. The playability is not there as a whole. I wouldn't have fun with this one and haven't had fun. I've had fun myself playing it and talking about it, but overall the game is just not fun. It's very annoying, very boring, very broken. So overall, 1 out of 5. Very big hit, a very big miss, unfortunately, but worth a look anyway. So thank you for joining me today, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, people of all ages. I will see you in the next one. We're back next week, Monday to Friday, all new games, all week. Bring yourself around, chill out, have a relaxing night, day or evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. We're out, boys and girls. Thank you for joining me at the end now. We did 3 games today, so I'm pooped. I'm going to go to sort my din-dins out, and I'm going to put my feet up and relax tonight. Got a lot of editing sessions to do, and we're back again on Monday. So video comes out on Saturday. I think it's the World of Tanks, the new World of Tanks game. We're going to be releasing that one. So definitely check that out if you have time over the weekend. And I'll see you on Monday with some brand new games. We're actually playing Ark Raiders Monday for the first time. It was a sleeper hit. I slept on it. I shouldn't have done. So we're going to be playing that Monday. So if you like Ark Raiders, swing by for a bit of that action. I'm brand new, so I will be fumbling my way through that one. Enjoy the rest of your weekends, and I will see you Monday. Bye-bye. Oh.